I also like how Schofield just keeps taking illusions of the Manta of Morph and just running it down with him. Keeps cutting every wave. The supports are just terrified of the morphing illusion. There's nothing they can do. It's really good for vision too.
Is there any sort of item that the catch on to Stinger? Attack about to be heavy for this effort, but Stinger's going to be perfectly fine. If they can get anything more from this, I mean, jump forward from Dark Margo. He's looking for Solo. Solo will declare they've got the Hex on a Ramses. He'll still get the BKB off in time. Return, take out his illusion. Now looks towards Dark Margo. Dark Margo getting low to bring down the Lash. If they can find more here. No, the jumps in from Parker. The arena's out as well. They've trapped Ramses. They've trapped Mirror, and Ramses in trouble. He's falling low. Will manage to wait for him away this time as Ramses gets out. Only just. Pandas finally finding some sort of trade that does benefit them there as they do get Dark Margo, and they manage to get everybody else out apart from the Disruptor. They're only lost there.
But they see Kiyotaka on a ward actually. They might catch him.
Stay with the jump force, Sacred. Get caught by the Hex, good pushback to make sure he doesn't get caught by the stun. But he's up in the air with the Yules, the Spear's there to follow up. And indeed, Kiyotaka not quite respecting the fact that they've potentially have vision on him. Mirror's going to try and help out in this fight. The fight looks like it's already be over. I mean, Kiyotaka's gone. They don't want to stick around for this whatsoever. Mirror has to back off.
It was a good fight until that. Now it kind of feels even worse. The Roshan it's a late spawn, 2.5 minutes until it spawns, but I thought the fight was going to be amazing for Beastcose. They catch the Rubik, they catch the Keeper Life, but they don't get either. Rubik actually has a BKB, so the Mars can't do anything to him. It's kind of one of those things where 9PANDAS just runs out of juice after like 15 seconds of the fight. Once their BKBs are down, they don't have a solution to all the stuns for Beastcose. And it feels like the game just keeps getting harder and harder every minute for 9PANDAS.
Is under attack. I mean, Parker's farm's just insane. It feels like if he gets one more team fight under his belt, he's going to be close to maybe even doubling this Morphing's net worth. He's 15,000 gold ahead.
Yep.
Crazy numbers. You know, he obviously has the Axe, has the Shard. He's just got really with the Tread still in play, one more slot to replace in a Moon Shard. I mean, if this game continues for 10 minutes or so, he's going to be completely stacked.
Yeah, I don't even know if he needs 10 minutes more, like 3 or 4 minutes.
True, yeah.
All this farm. And now both teams just want to set up for Roshan. It's Radiant, so advantage for Beastcose on the Roach fight. So they'll probably just say buybacks on all their heroes if they can, which is right now only the Mars has buyback for them. So it's not a huge advantage, but again, anytime that Beastcose kind of gets to take a full 5v5, it's an advantage for them.
Ramses! They get him with the opening stone, and let the Dark Portrait out upon him, just because it's completely destroyed. As that's Ramses gone, 480. Push coming in now from Beastcose. I mean, Pandas, they have to get out of it, they've got to run. No fight to be had, the creeps coming in, Beastcose, they can look to push hard. Antares, he's also been spotted.
Sorry, I just...
Some safety here with the Glimmer Cape, these two not quite have the detection on the front line, so Antares will get the safety to blink away. The Dark Portrait was still looking for him inside the base. Won't catch him, they'll smoke up with the fourth, and they do have buyback available on Ramses if they want to try for some risky high ground defense. Parker, he's just straight in, the buyback will come out. They get the Hex on the Parker, buyback from Ramses, they're focusing the Medusa, he's getting more batter, they're going to be able to bring him down. Parker, he's out. The defense, it will begin, but they'll still lose Mirror. Ramses has got to be careful, he pulled back for this one. Backs away from Sacred, now let's get back into the wave ball. They'll take out Sacred, he gets caught by the stun Ramses, but they're outnumbering Beastcose this time round. It's 9 push back Beastcose, and they'll get a fourth here. The Hex catches Stinger on the retreat. Triple kill for Ramses. The buyback pays off.
It was a aggressive blink. He gets disrupt ulted, doesn't get the stone gaze off, and that's kind of the one thing that's moving them to fights. He blinks in with Swift in the backline, that's the stone gaze, but when he doesn't get that off, they can actually just focus him.
Around the mid, Kiyotaka, he's maybe seen if he can get more from this. He's found that to chase down onto the Grimstroke. Schofield gone as well. It's an effective team wipe. As 9PANDAS, they do what was seemingly the impossible there against this strength of Beastcose for running up. They defend the base. It's obviously an expensive one. They have to use 3 buybacks to push them back. There's a big pushback. Opens up the map for them to get Roach, get this Aegis, and maybe get some damage done whilst the entirety of Beastcose is dead.
This is also the third, so there's an Axe. I don't really know.
Exploited by the Dire.
Little spiders or spinner snare.
It's only in the backpack for now, so maybe considering, I mean, who else is making sort of a claim for it?
Maybe Kiyotaka to give them more of a team fight, to try to contest this team fight from Beastcose. Or even the Rubik, I could see.
Radiant's
The
top
Disruptor
tower
did
is
have
under
ads.
attack.
Yeah, they're past the Giant Towers.
And not in a good way.
This Disruptor Axe is probably the one way for 9PANDAS to win a team fight. When they get the view on Medusa, they're going to get BKB and spot when he gets the 20. He has to finish BKB. For the Leshrac, even if they start, they usually get to 1 core. And then defense it's 1 4 guys. Fight is really
Bottom
good for them.
tower has fallen. Seems Radiant's
Also for
structures
React.
are fortified.
See, they might be able to clear out these illusions in time. They do. They've got the glitch, so they'll hold this. In 9PANDAS, they'll smoke. But this is where it gets risky now for 9PANDAS. Sure, they've got the Aegis and the Cheese. They're playing now in a portion of the game where buybacks weren't forced out on Beastcose. 9PANDAS, they've got a few of theirs on cooldown. A wrong move could be deadly.
Looks like they want to jump, kind of following one of these waves, but the light will back. He'll push top out. He has Octarine finish, has the Illuminate damage, so every wave will just die to him anytime he wants. It's now... I think it's still on Beastcose to like not feel pressured. 9PANDAS feels pressured with his Aegis. They lose one fight, the game's over.
Yep.
They kind of get one hero picked off, even maybe the game's over. So
Margo, he's going to be able to get a catch onto Solo. And Solo gone for 100 seconds. The first dieback to occur, as his dieback still cooldown for 5 minutes.
line has been drawn down the mid lane.
And if they go for this again, if they get another catch onto with the big ones, Miro and Ramses, sure they are the two with the Aegis and the Cheese, but if they get those out of the game, it will be game over for 9PANDAS.
Yeah, I think there's nothing really stopping them. This Disruptor was kind of the pivotal part of how they break Medusa the first time. And now that they don't have it, there's not really a way for them to kill Medusa. He can just do whatever he wants.
Look at the jump. Look at the jump on the Ramses. The Hex. He's checked it right out with the E-Blade. Put the BKB, try and turn towards Dark Margaret and put the fortification. Stinger, sort of frontlining right now. All Ramses pretty low this first time round. Antaro touches him back into the tier 4, trying to keep it safe and away from his own Dark Portrait. And Dark Margot, he's running up towards the tier 4s. Antares himself has the BKB to run. They turn towards Miro. They've got Miro with the Hex. They've got it with the form. No, the BKB is there in time. Miro having to get the BKB off before the spear connects to the wall of the arena. BKB soon to be finishing though. Miro is still caught by the followed silence. Miro is glimmered up. Turns now back in with the slow on towards Sacred, and Dark Margot falling along. Dark Margot will somehow survive it, trying to Miro out for 2 minutes. No buyback on the Spider.
We're going to be able to get these kills while the Beastcose is trying to get out.
Parker caught by the Hex. Dark Margot's going to jump back in. He's got the Hex. He's got the stun full of Ramsey. Ramsey's trying to move the silence, trying to move this Phantom's race as quickly as he can. He is able to get it off it, but ready to pop here. Dark Margot Blink still on cooldown for a few seconds, so he won't be able to jump into the base. Ramsey should be able to reset.
I think 9PANDAS will be able to hold. A little expensive for them. They lose the Broodmother dieback, they lose the Aegis, but Thorn's not dead. Probably the best they could hope for in that situation. And Disruptor is alive. They're way back into winning a fight is here. It's just so much damage from either the Dark Portrait of the Morphling, whether it's himself, or the Dusa, all these Dusa illusions that can't really be killed as well. Just everything just starts dying. Second arena's placed down by Sacred, and PANDAS can't maneuver the fight. I don't really know what's the next item that will change the situation. He's going for activity on the Morphling, but he hasn't really been hitting, so it's not really been an issue of doing damage. Broodmother has a butterfly now, but he also hasn't really been able to hit and do damage. So the question is what are they going to do to actually be able to kill the Dusa or kill the Leshrac? Maybe it's a Nullifier. I could see the Nullifier as a way to purge the Yules that they have, the 4 staffs, and a way to just kill the hero that they see. Just the one way that they have to win these fights.
setting up with a smoke bottom. Stinger will show himself as he drops the curse. They know he's in the trees, but he's got a lot of friends here.
There's no buyback on Stinger.
Be careful to get this jump, and they do take it. He's not going to be able to latch with the spin. BKB's out from Antares and Key Attacker. They're on the retreat. Global comes out. Ramsey steps forward. He's looking towards Schofield. Schofield is able to turn the Phantom's embrace on Ramsey. Ramsey's with his own BKB. Wave blocks away. Hops for the TPI. He's out before the Stone Gaze freezes in position. So Ramsey will get out.
They lose the Rubik. They use their BKBs, but don't lose the Morphling, don't lose the game, and there's no rush for 3 minutes. So it's up to Beastcose to kind of be the ones to push this advantage. And it looks like they're going to walk down the lane and try to kind of force something here.
Maybe at least get the buyback out from the Rubik.
It's so cool that Schofield just every time that there's a Morphling Manta illusion, he just steals it. It's his own illusion, and more often than not, the illusion actually has found a hero and just started to pressure the hero or kill heroes. So this Ags on Grimstroke was really good timing for them, it turns out.
Definitely seems they may have on the plan all along here for Beastcose because it's looking like a solid one. There's the nullify done for Mira. Maybe that item that would, as you say, enable them a chance to kill one of these sort of unkillable causes it's seen between Margot and Parker for quite some time.
Yeah, so 9PANDAS have really good base defense because they just have this Keeper of the Light, one of the best heroes in the game defending your base, but the question is always, is defending enough? You need to win the fight and actually win the game, so...
And look at this Dark Portrait go. It's pretty much taking down the ranks. They'll jump forward, they get the Hex on the Dark Margot. BKB from Miro, they want to full commit here on towards the Leshrac.
They
have to step back now. E-Blade will be thrown out, but Dark Margot is keeping his cool. He's still at the BKB ready to pop. He'll pop it now. Back away from the base. They'll look to get the other waves pushed in. They're going to try and punish this. They get the cat. They get the glimpse, but they caught Dark Margot on the attempt to retreat. They've got it. They can find more up to the high ground. They look towards Stinger. Stinger's going to try for the TP out. They'll catch him at the start. The 9PANDAS, they have to move out fast to the base to sort of cancel the escapes from Beastcose, and they succeed. They take out two of them.
Yeah, Beastcose ended up not dewarding this clipboard, kind of behind on the tri-camp, so thought the retreat from the Leshrac, they got the Hex on him, and now here's 9PANDAS opening. They got to kill the core.
Yeah,
not quite a win.
They might be able to force a situation where Dark Margot has to consider the buyback, and then with Beastcose, they will have a core in a position that could get a bit tough. On the side of 9PANDAS, time has passed. Ramses, he has his buyback back online. Miro, he'll have his as well, just a few hundred gold away from him. So 9PANDAS definitely got through a tricky part of the game that they ended up in after that buyback situation, that buyback defense earlier. They managed to push the game onwards to a point where it really could go either way. 27 to 32, 1k lead for 9PANDAS, as close as ever right now. To Schofield, they can burst him, they make the jump, they got it. Schofield out as well. Parker will put the stone gaze, they turn away from him. Buyback comes in from Schofield, but this standing storm, he's able to get it, he's able to catch the three of them. And now they turn to one Parker, Parker's in trouble, Sacred's over, Sacred, Parker's gone, Sacred's gone. The buyback, they're all coming out now here from Beastcose. As 9PANDAS looks to step back the arena, it's going to get laid down, it'll catch Miro. Looks like the Spider-Man is behind the BKB's out there, no Miro, he'll still die. They get Miro, can they get Ramses? They got it with a stun, the silent, they will, they'll kill off the two cores. The rest of 9PANDAS TP away, but this time it's Beastcose having to go all in to defend here. 4 buybacks coming out, and then having to do so because it's Solo getting that fantastic 3-man catch.
That was an amazing static storm. 9PANDAS cannot ask for anything else other than that from Solo.
This game's crazy. We're 50 minutes in, and I mean, we'll see what Beastcose can do now, how much risk they can take, whilst none of their team has buyback available. They desperately want to be able to maybe force a buyback out of Miro or Ramses, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. Roshan potential's there, that will be up in 20 seconds. It looks like Beastcose might just settle to try and set up for that rather than trying to force these buybacks out.
Yeah, it was a really hard position for Beastcose. Their kind of instant stun has always been this Lesh with the Hex the whole game. And so if he's the one who wants the buyback, he's kind of waiting for a random spear from the Mars. So in the end, it's kind of that 9PANDAS dives in, so he's able to buy back and get these catches. So turns out that the fight's really good for Beastcose, but they did use 4 buybacks. They used it on all 3 cores, they used it on the Grimstroke, so now Beastcose is in the position where lose one fight, you just lose the game.
Yeah, they will get the Aegis, by the looks of it. So with the 2 cores down on 9PANDAS, they won't threaten necessarily. No buybacks, they're going to have to be very compliant with who they put the Aegis on. I mean, who do you put the Aegis on? Still on the legend?
I think so. The DOTA hasn't really been dying, and
they're going to opt for Parker to take it.
They're just going to let him do everything.
Yeah.
Let him be frontline. And
sure.
There's also an Apex, which I don't know who it went to.
I think it must have been... Well, it wasn't Sacred, so... It was Silencer. They gave it to Stinger.
I thought they might give it to the Leshrac.
Yep.
Kind of have a way to let him kite out the fights more, but there's a nullifier on the Broodmother, so it kind of lowers the value of this Ags. And the Silencer Ags scales really well if he ends up getting to level 25.
Oh yeah, if he gets sort of you, yeah.
Also, it pushes out lanes. It gives him another way to push lanes out, so Not the worst axe in the game by far. It's still a really strong axe, but we'll see how much impact it has in these coming fights.
Dark Mago actually supplies his own.
That's probably also why. Yeah, the parts in the courier didn't want to fix the gold.
9PANDAS, they know that, well, should we say, that sort of the power has fallen into their hands now. They get any of these kills against Beastcose, and they could look to take this game 1. 5 minutes. 5 minutes that Beastcose have to be as cautious as ever. I mean, 5 minutes, would you imagine Beastcose just don't leave the base during this time? Is that how you play this out now with the buyback situation? What do you do?
Yeah, you have this Aegis, so it feels awkward, right? Because you want to use this Aegis, but
It's so risky.
I don't think the DOTA can't really die. He's always the one dying last, unless they use everything on him. And
oh, well, that's kind of why you wouldn't have minded seeing on Dark Mago and stuff.
yeah, I think that it would actually give them the opportunity to move around the map, because the left track could feel free to just blink in, kind of get one kill and trade his life for it, and Luis is able to blink in second. Now, it's all on Jim Park to just push out the lanes by himself, blink in first by himself.
This wraparound for 9PANDAS. Beastcose coming out along this mid lane like this, it's definitely a risk.
9PANDAS need to catch the supports. If they catch the Silencer or the Grimstroke, that's how they win this fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of been, you know, that's sort of... It's hesitant with how heavily they commit for this. He's going to turn that back over towards Miro. They can push back the Spider. Global's been popped up, protected by the E-Blade.
Barracks are under
BKB as well. Push used it by Dark Mago. They really want to kill the Spider. The arena's down. They'll get it. Miro's gone for 100. Ramses waves all across. They've got the Static Storm on top of Parker. Someone's out though. There is dropped down. He did lay down the ult. Ramses, he'll look to get out of this one with the BKB TP. He'll make it away. It's Beastcose. They'll hold the high ground and make sure that 9PANDAS don't find the fight they were looking for.
Nice catch. They get the Brood, and 9PANDAS trying to save them, use everything, keep the Light, trying to stick around. He even gets blinded to him at some point, but
about such things.
it's really hard when 9PANDAS doesn't get the jump on one core. They have to, every fight has to be one guy dies to 9PANDAS, or you just don't have enough damage. It's just, they're so tanky this set of pieces, because Medusa and Leshrac always use just build
Radiant's
HP
top
at this
tower
point,
is
so
under attack.
if you spread your damage too thin, it's not enough.
Dark Mago having to deal with the defense. Of course, does have their bots too, so can join the team. 40 seconds where they don't have to worry about potential Static Storm coming out from solo.
There's still 80 seconds left on the Aegis, and you know, tier 5 new items in 5 minutes, and the teams want to have a little fun, so we'll see how this push. But they just go high ground.
So the tier 3, Dark Portraits out of Ramses. To the Medusa to try and deal with Dark Portrait that's been summoned out by Scoville, and the Portrait's just ripping through the barracks. The range racks have gone in the mid lane. Trying to push up forward for it, Parker. Going to take out the Ignis Spartus. It's going to get caught once more by the Hex. It still feels strong with the 50 seconds of Aegis left. Ignis Spartus ends. Maybe potentially look back towards the barracks, but the fortification will get popped in by 9PANDAS. Beastcose step back, 9PANDAS got solo back in the game, has got his Static Storm ready. The man alone on Parker. Parker once more with the Hex, but he's forced back to safety.
It's like they don't do any damage to Medusa right now. They just cans out. Probably losing, will just probably take out the Rex. They can't deal with
If you're just tuning in, Dyer's middle barracks has fallen.
Just wait for 9PANDAS. This is where they were able to hit Beastcose hard last time. Beastcose backed up from the push, get chased down. Dark Mago took a lot of gold there, maybe many bounties as that area of the map hasn't been explored for quite some time. Can 9PANDAS catch Beastcose from this? I feel like after last time Beastcose, they should be heading straight back to the base, because they're going to know that 9PANDAS are likely to just be chasing across the map, seeing if they can find any stragglers.
There's a 60-second window with no Aegis but no buyback, so can 9PANDAS actually get something in those 60 seconds? They shouldn't.
It's a small win. Just sit in the base, sit in the fountain, wait for these buybacks.
It's just 1 minute. You have the melee Rex mid, so you don't really need to push on mid lane. And bot, you would just defend as a team in your base, so just kind of hide, don't do anything.
I mean, they're heading out. At a risky point, I mean, maybe just sort of playing to the strength that maybe 9PANDAS would just never expect this. You know, Beastcose to look for a fight in these final seconds. It's not too long whilst they don't have buybacks. It's still 30-40.
if you find the enemy side of the...
Solo! It's a good catch! They get the jump on the disruptor, they found Solo, he's gone! He was not ready. They did not expect this move to come out from Beastcose whilst 9PANDAS would probably have been keeping track of the buybacks and felt that Beastcose would have been waiting it out. Beastcose, they strike just before 9PANDAS expect.
Yeah, the nice thing is every time you're the aggressor, even if you die, it takes time for them to get to your base. So even though there's 40 seconds left in their buybacks, if they're the ones jumping, it doesn't really matter if they die. By the time that 9PANDAS got to the base, they're safe. So if he killed Solo, he's going to have to buy back if they want to defend the racks.
Let's see being back in preparation, 9PANDAS. They're trying to slow things down to get the heads off of Darmago. They can punish him. Darmago's able to put the BKB global silence comes out. BKB from both Mira and Ramses, but they're going to get frozen by the Stone Gate. 9PANDAS push back. Beastcose back off as well. Got the tier 3. Another set of reacts exposed. Darmago's going to start clearing up the bottom lane. So to make sure that once this happens, there's a little chance for rat potential. Key Attacker's headed down here on his own. Not going to have anywhere near enough burst. Well, maybe. I mean, he's got the control of the Ignis Vartus. Darmago still a bit too tricky to find. And now the backup comes in. Sacred's here. Key Attacker sticks around. He could be in trouble. Sacred, you want to go for this. He's going to know the backup's coming in for Key Attacker. Ramses heading over. Schofield in a dangerous spot up on the high ground, but managed to get back over towards the rest of his team in time. 9PANDAS, they look like they want to try and take this fight. I mean, Parker's in with the BKB. His Dynasty was there, the BKB was already out from Parker, so he doesn't care about it at all. He's able to move over towards Mira. Caught by the Hex, the Brood is gone. No buyback available for him. As Mira's buyback still to be on cooldown. They've got to get over the rest of them. The Snake catching on the Ramses. They've got the stun locked down. Ramses is out as well. As Beastcose now it's their turn to push it down the lanes. Ramses, as I say, he can come back for a second chance, but Mira, he's gone for a long time. Darmago is over towards the mid, trying to see if he can get the catch on a Key Attacker, but Key Attacker was put for the head jump forward for Darmago. He's able to close in, and Ramses buys back in response.
Nice little poke from Darmago, forcing out the buyback really early, and 9PANDAS is on awards. Still just kind of playing on his foot forward and watch alone. Gives the entire team out there. Beastcose.
Minutes is 5 defensive for 9PANDAS. We'll see how they can pull it off without their spider.
Jump attacks on board.
They've got the catch. Ramses, he pulled back for this. They get the trick. Ramses, 2 calls without buybacks here on 9PANDAS. Beastcose, they should have the opening now to close this one down. They're onto the tier 4s. Is there anything that these 3 members of 9PANDAS can do left alone? Key Attacker and Solo, what can they do? They look to Schofield. Take down the tier 4s, expose the engineers. 60 minutes in, GG is called. Beastcose will take this game.
Really did fight it.
There they were.
When the really hard early games are really fun. And the way to execute these fights is just pretty amazing.
Yeah, they had to really keep.
Raise your weapon, sing a song. War is here, we waited so long. Prepare, my brothers, battle will come. And when we die, our legend lives on. See the bad moon falling, side by side we stand strong, till the end of days through the clash of
Running a lash, so I think they will not be letting the hero go anywhere.
Raise your weapon. We waited so.
Dire team banned.
We're not. This particular game, they're going to be second pick, it looks like, so.
And I think the draft was honestly fine. It's just like the adjustment I would make from their side is that they need to be playing more towards like the victor and not like towards
10
more farming,
seconds
because
remaining.
Rubik and Cuddle, they were taking a lot of space, but they were not translating to anything.
5
Like they were not
seconds
trying to slap
remaining.
any moves. I think like the one hero was doing the most moves in that team was like solo disruptor with his items and like blink, and I don't think they can like rely as much on solo making moves, and rather like having like a little bit better itemization, especially like for Morph as well. I say he went with a build where he would buy a lot of defensive items like Skady, Manta, BKB, Satanic, and Aghanim's, and I think for Morph in that particular game it would be way better if he had like some damage items, like, you know, maybe even Silver Age. We've seen a lot of Morph players, they would, you know, buy Silver Age to make more plays on the map, but they would just like they weren't really looking for these type of openers in that particular game. And I think that they need to, you know, switch that a little bit if they want to win, especially against a team like Beastcose, that they're like keep constantly making pressure on you, like keep making these windows that you can make mistakes on.
Who do you think is the best player on
10
9PANDAS
seconds
to give
remaining.
overall last pick?
I think it's Gyotaka.
Gyotaka? Alright.
Yeah.
5 seconds
So like
remaining.
that's the thing I see about 9PANDAS a little bit, is if you pick like a Morph or Medusa for Beast Coast, those heroes are kind of your win condition from the get-go. I think Beast Coast will play around that really well, where 9PANDAS, maybe Ramses needs to get some
Radiant
inspiration
team,
from like Shiro or something and learn some clinks or something like that to play a little bit faster to maybe enable Gyotaka's later. Like, they're not very stun-heavy heroes he likes playing in those later picks. Like, he likes playing Coddle and Tinker, these type of heroes. So maybe you need to get a little more active to make his last
10
pick work out.
seconds
Because
remaining.
you have overall last pick of the game, you want the freedom to be able to choose anything and already have a
5 seconds
well-rounded
remaining.
lineup.
Yeah.
I don't really like that 9PANDAS bans this game, just because like
Dire team.
banning TA in that slot is just like shows how much they're afraid of Jim Park. Because that hero is not particularly good on any other teams, but you know, for this team they decided to ban it, probably because they have something prepared already, which TA is gonna be like good against, but not a big fan of bans like
10
this.
I
seconds
mean, he gets like
remaining.
2 respect bans almost every game. It's been the TA and now the
5
Meepo
seconds
has been coming
remaining.
out in the second phase bans a lot when he plays.
This will be well.
Dire team.
If
Radiant.
Sacred plays the Mars, we know Dark Mago sometimes plays it, but so far it's only been a Sacred. This will be the 5th Mars game that he plays, all on the main stage of the Bali Major. They really like him on that hero.
Arena hype.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for Beastcose and
10 seconds
9PANDAS, they
remaining.
have like the similarity in terms of playing
Radiant
counter
team.
heroes. I just think Beastcose does a better itemization. Like they have a mask on very low network, but he wasn't wasting his gold on items that wouldn't help the moveset. You know, he was itemizing to help this moveset be in win condition, and he did that perfectly. But for 9PANDAS, I would say
10
my
seconds
bottom line is
remaining.
if you have to play your counter hero, meaning like not the best for the
5
lineup, not
seconds
the best
remaining.
if you already pick
Dire team
win
banned.
condition in your early phase and you still pick greedy heroes. I really just ask that they itemize properly, because you can't always have 3 cores that need priority at the same phase. You kind of just need
Radiant
to quick
team
turns and cover each other.
Yeah, I mean, as for Gyotaka, like the only last pick that I know that him, you know, being excellent as is Tinker, and other than that, he's usually playing this type of like spirit heroes, which is you know, Storm or Ember, and those heroes are not particularly
seconds
needed to be
remaining.
big class. So it's better to
5
leave the
seconds
last pick for
remaining.
Ramses and, you know, just rely on your
Radiant team
core being
banned.
better than the Gym Park, and you know, make a solid lineup with a really active mid from Gyotaka that they usually prefer to have.
Yeah, it would make sense too if like you're gonna ban Meepo every game, right? So means there's literally no niche pick from Beastcose that can counter your Spades anyway, and Spades are already fine getting played in the early phase. I doubt that might go play Huskar, this type of heroes, because he seems to be very comfortable on the Lash, and no one's banning the Lash, so I think they will not be letting the hero go anyway. So yeah, I agree. I think they should just pick the Spades and just have a much more stable lineup to play, because this is elimination series.
Yeah, I'll ban the Lashrack still. I think Dark Magoo is the best Lash on this tournament right now. At least like from the games I've seen, he's been performing excellent. And it's the hero that is really good against Brood Mother as well. And you know, I'm dying too. So it's good to ban out this hero in this phase.
Let's see if they respect it as much as you both do.
I think they're thinking about the Naga, but that's already the Medusa, right? So I'm not sure what are they hesitating. Oh,
Shadow Demon is a hero that I think could be good for 9PANDAS. Most of the other, I mean, they're just go for damage, but
yeah, I'd love to see a Shadow Demon instead of Sky Mage way more. Yeah, I agree with you.
I think they have the same problem as last game. They don't have this initiator sort of hero. I think it's not bad if they pick the faces right after this, but it's also going to be very, very difficult.
5 seconds remaining.
It's just tempo-wise very, very slow. You're not complementing the Brood Mother and you're against this Mars Medusa lineup, so I'm not sure whether in terms of catching up would be fast enough to counter against Beastcose.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sky, they're thinking about the Storm a lot, and Sky is purely because they expect Storm from Beastcose and they want to counter it preemptively. And on top of that, if they leave the Storm for them, it's gonna be a good like 18th pick to pair with the Sky that they prefer. And the Shadow Demon makes it even juicier to pick a Storm that slot.
10 seconds remaining.
But Shadow Demon, I feel like this hero has a huge win rate, right? In this tournament. It's
so.
Oh. They sure. They still win.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It worked out great. You know, why fix if it ain't broke? I'm sure they'll go for different support duo, but...
Yeah. I'm just wondering why there's such a high importance on this Brood Mother in this series. It's not something that like 9PANDAS has been spamming in the tournaments at all, but all of a sudden just Brood has this huge priority when the other team has Mars every single game, and you're in a situation too. Sure, Kiyotaka, I'm glad he's playing a Spirit this game, but that's kind of feel like what they're lacking in last game. You do pick a Brood Mother, but your mid laner doesn't really make any rotations, not like a Storm would. So you're kind of forcing Kiyotaka to play this Spirit type of gameplay, which he can do, but from what I hear, you kind of want to give him last pick too and give him freedom to play something that's more just he can play alone with.
No, I think it's more of their comfort zone. Like when he was playing this Spirit type of heroes, he's usually performing excellent at them as well.
I think against Esther, they did pick Storm Spirit in all games, right? Or...
Yes, they did.
Right, yeah.
They had like 5 Storm Spirit games in a row in 9PANDAS.
Well, perhaps the only thing that they considered to be going wrong in the previous game was having the Keeper of the Light against the Leshrac. Of course, I mean, we're talking about Beastcose crushing 9PANDAS game 1, but it was very close. It was an hour-long game, and it could have easily gone the other way still as well from the looks of it. So perhaps now they feel like they got what it takes to deal with a fairly similar lineup from Beastcose in game 2.
Are they not respecting the Grimstroke? They have a Spirit now.
5
yeah, but they don't have the Morph.
Yeah.
So not making copies, not being able to make copies of the Morph is maybe enough to sway them away from it.
I wonder if 9PANDAS is gonna look for PL in this game, because it's very good against those Shadow Demon and Mars. Not as good against Leshrac, but they can still manage. I mean, when you pick Brood Mother like this, you kind of like set yourself on a timer, where you're playing against Dusa, and the later the game goes, the less impact the Brood is gonna have.
Yeah, we saw that in the last game as well, how that kind of worked out there. Very curious to see if they're going to pick a Stinger hero or Schofield. I'm imagining Schofield might play the Shadow Demon.
10 seconds
Instead of
remaining.
making illusions as a Grimstroke of the enemy Morphling, he can just make illusions of his own Medusa as a Shadow Demon, so similar type of gameplay here.
Easy. What other thing that they need that may be pairing well with the rest of what they have.
They need something that stops Storm, I think.
Control for Storm.
Yeah,
Control for Storm. Alright.
But there's no Sky. Silencer is not the
Silencer is
game.
banned too.
Other controls, things with instant
Disruptor's out.
hexes, Alliance and Shadow Shaman.
stay and harass the lane, right? So then this breaker is kind of free to just
5 seconds
play
remaining.
3-man, join whichever, and it's just really good for the left as well because when you charge from afar and then before this storm is 6, it's just very, very pressuring for them to play, and they might just draw too much attention on the mid lane, and then it's really, really good for the Medusa and the Mask to kind of just have a free lane.
Go PL.
I think it's PL, yeah. PL time. Undying is gonna secure your lane, and the later game goes is better for PL.
Won't you always charge the real one, even if you double? Won't it, like, can you not also just click the real one?
Well, if you click the real one,
Oh, click the portrait for the real one.
Can you do that?
you can't do that.
You cannot?
For enemies, I don't think.
No, you can't do that.
I would do that every game. If I want the stunner.
I mean, he sees the charge coming and presses Doppel, and the stun doesn't connect, so it's a good dodge.
Okay.
I mean, Leshrac, of course, is good versus Peel, but you play around the Ags a bit more in this patch, and there's no other hero that good versus Peel here. And I think you do want to play for that late game. I don't think you want to play some timing. If you always have the option to out late game your opponent without being too greedy and feeling like you'll get ran over, I think you should try and do it. And I think in this game they could. So they're going to go a similar route, I suppose. Don't like this as much as the PL, but this is their choice here. It's going to hit a much faster timing than a PL would. So they're going to be online a lot quicker. So I think the window for 9PANDAS to win, it's not going to be a small window, but it's going to be a lot quicker. Where this Alchemist does have his items available, the Radiance BKB, probably the Blink Dagger, and then he'll be able to play with the Storm and the Brood. And so maybe matching the tempo of his other cores a little bit better with the Alchemic.
Yeah, I think they're kind of stealing it from Beastcose because they pulled the same thing, Alchemist and Storm, but they had some problems with their itemization, like the Storm bought Bloodstone instead of Hex, and then they couldn't kill the Waffle, and it's the same thing here. Like, if they can't kill the Medusa, I think they're just gonna suffer the SD, like, you just purge this Alchemist and he can't reach anyone. It's not that easy, but I definitely think they have a chance.
How about you, Rezo?
Yeah, I think this Ghost lineup has a better late game, but overall, like, 9PANDAS has such a huge window, and if they win their lanes, they can just like completely snowball out of control.
Okay, so you think 9PANDAS end relatively early, or otherwise Beastcose will win late?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see the 1-1 here in this series, just because I love these teams. I'd like to see more of them.
Are we gonna have another hour-long game if it does happen? These two teams, they do seem to, they seem very keen on dying on each other's high grounds. So let's find out though if we're gonna have another game like that. It is time for game number 2 with OD Pixel and Gunner.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, game 2 here between Beastcose and 9PANDAS. I'm here with Gunner. Gunner, once again, we're going to see Beastcose go the route of the Gym Park Medusa. Question is, if 9PANDAS, do they have a bit of a better response this time? Especially if we consider what they finish up with, they want to go the route of the Ramses Alchemist, who did have a phenomenal Alchemist game the other day.
Yeah, so Beastcose went for the exact same 2 cores. So they are telling 9PANDAS it's up to them now to figure out the solution to it, because it worked out so well for the last one.
We'll have a chance for first blood here. Scope will try and get the disruption off. Will succeed in doing so. Bring enough numbers to Dennis Rouse. Scope fills into the trees. He's going to be able to get away. Stinger charges forward on towards Solo. Solo able to turn and get at least a 2-man to Chaos. Stinger doing his best with the body blocks. Solo will still get away. Now a good culture coming through to Ramses. He'll be able to throw it the way as Stinger. A stun holds back the Spider. They'll try and push forward to get the contribute. Pushes back the 3 of them. Stinger's going to be saved. He'll get out. Nobody falls.
I'm not
Too
much
close.
of an announcer,
And
but
a lot of it's
I'll do my best.
Stinger did the boots trick, where you buy the boots and you sell them so you can get to the mid lane a little faster. Because of that, he had no items in his inventory. So maybe if he had an item, he gets a kill on the undying, or maybe if he had one, it wasn't as close for him dying, but it worked out in the end for himself. And it looks like veterans are going to be probably 3 for 9PANDAS, unless Schofield does
This is it.
have something to
The
say about
battle
it.
begins. I suppose I better start paying closer attention to
Pandas
the
don't take the 3 banners, so it's a good job for Beastcose that Schofield at least was able to set up for one of them. 9PANDAS in charge of the goal to start things off in this laning phase.
So, last game, Sacred had a really rough lane on the Mars, and he still recovered. He did his job in the game, he did his utility, so I would say this lane's even harder than his last lane was, with the Undying and the Alchemist, so it's going to be kind of another trial for him to be able to get out of this lane unscathed. And it's also Alchemist, right? You don't want this hero to have a good lane, so a lot of pressure on this top lane to do good.
Produces disruptions here. Or that Ramses doesn't have as easy of a time of finding concoction targets. Slip him up later in the laning stage. Ramses isn't
Dyer's
too
courier
careful.
has been slain.
And then in the safe lane, I would say this is probably a stronger
Radiant's
lane than
courier has
Beastcose had in the
been
first game,
slain.
now that they have the Spear
Let us
Breaker.
hope it left
Really good
no
body for the
little
Druid, so
ones behind.
I would say the lanes are pretty much, they should be about the same what they were last game, with probably even more emphasis on trying to connect to the Storm, because Storm has this very weird timing where when he's level 5, it's his worst point in the entire game. Because if he dies on level 5, dies before the Siege Wave, it turns out really hard for him. So, will Beastcose put more pressure on him? I would say so, because he also can't jungle as fast as a Coddle, or as, you know, without taking as much damage.
Kiyotaka, having to be careful. He gets caught by a stun. In a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and 9PANDAS doesn't have the same Morphling that can be left alone, but even Alchemist, once he's level 6, he's pretty free to be left alone with the Chemical Rage.
Got to look out for sort of those twin gate plays. Solo's able to swing around on the bottom lane, can catch the Radiant safe lane by surprise. Still a few levels and pointing the tombstone ready to make the ganks.
He's already turning out pretty well in the first couple of waves for 9PANDAS, so if they can keep this lead, this is one of the drafts that can just snowball. Like, the goal was last game, I think, was kind of to snowball, but Alchemist Storm, right? These heroes actually have ways to kill heroes on their choice. They have their own stuns, so they have the ability to make their own plays. So 9PANDAS cores, when they're ahead, will feel much better about trying to close the game out a lot earlier.
Well, and how do you sort of rate the potential for Jim Park this game on his Medusa? Is this going to be another sort of situation where if he does get ahead, does push it late, that 9PANDAS will run out of sort of tools to take down the Medusa carry?
I could see if it goes late, in kind of 1v5ing, but I think this mid game should be a lot harder because 9PANDAS kind of has tools to take these team fights now. With the Storm out, we're actually the heroes that to play the fights in the air.
That must have hurt.
And they're going to get him. Tries to charge away. And Cyrus will catch him. So first blood for 9PANDAS on this bottom lane.
Yep, nice start again for 9PANDAS. So last game they had a really, really good start. They got the first Roche, they got the second Roche, but it wasn't enough to stop the Gym Park Medusa, like I said. But will they be able to do it this game?
So far on the CS, it's definitely a whole lot rougher. Jim Park just 10 last hits right now. I mean, you look on the other side of the map. So Ramses having a very, very free start in the lane.
Kiyotaka's jungling. Schofield's going to kind of find him here. But he should be fine. If he just steals a last hit or two.
Isn't. Gonna do a fair bit of damage to Kiyotaka on the way out here. Won't quite connect with a 4th stack. Does now though. It's definitely going to be a bit annoying for Kiyotaka.
This feels really bad. He's missing so much XP on mid, and Leshrak's just refarming.
And I mean, meanwhile, you know, Sacred, he's doing alright here. He nearly actually gets the chance to set up onto Solo. Definitely spooks him as Solo's forced to drop the tombstone, as Sacred was close to getting the angle to really getting him under the tower with the spear.
And this tombstone feels really bad now because Sacred is able to just have the wave kind of push into him because of all the zombies and just collect a free kind of double wave in his tower. Storm's game is bad. Every time his level 6 gets delayed,
I
his
take
level
no
5 timing
pleasure
just feels
in
longer and
informing
longer.
you that Dyer's
And so
courier has
the
been
sports of Beastcose can
slain.
keep looking at trying to collapse mid, probably without a minute or
Radiant
two,
structures
and stop the
are
Storm from having a
fortified.
really good game.
There
Scope
appears
was
to be some
definitely
sort
being
of
quite
magic
quite annoying for
at
9
work.
Pandas in this early game, and be a bullying back key attack, and then when he swung, going back around towards the top lane, he was able to snipe Ramsey's courier, which is going to hold his treads back for an extra minute.
Yeah, he's also a Bassi in base, so that's 1,300 gold that's just missing from Ramses. The lane's pretty chill so far, but it's kind of being an advantage on kind of the side that
Yeah,
we're not
back up.
good.
You might need help. Charge is coming in. The stun's going to connect. They're TPing over now, but it's not soon enough to do anything about this as Kiyotaka
Under attack.
taken down. Dark Maga really forcing the issue around this mid lane. Stinger with that backup. They're definitely doing wonders against the Storm in this laning phase.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to do for Storm. You want to shut down his early game. If he gets off to a good start, we've seen a lot of Storms this tournament pop off and just snowball the game completely, but he's going to have a rough one, and it's hard for this hero to recover.
No, that's no good.
The question is how 9PANDAS will respond, because they don't really want to go to this Alchemist and pressure it out, so it kind of falls on the Brood now to kick the Medusa out, but the supports don't really have the greatest potential. Like the Undying. Like an Undying shows up to your lane, are you that scared if he can't dive you? So 9PANDAS might start to feel a little locked in their lane setup soon.
Just going to sort of have Antares hover around the mid, pick up some XP. I mean, already, look at this Schofield. He's just got eyes on Kiyotaka. He's looking to mess around and make sure that he can't find this camp easily. It's not going to be a nice camp for Kiyotaka. He's as well as the Mud Golems.
6 minutes in the game, and he's just barely at level 5. It just feels so bad for a Storm Spirit to be in this position.
Going to have to come out with quite the recovery to have an impact in this game.
One nice thing is Ramses is complete free farm. He's going to have a really fast Radiance if that's where he chooses to go, and finally gets his treads now, so caught up in his net worth. And on the other side, Sacred's having a much better game than he did last game.
Schofield,
But
he's going to have to set up in the mid.
is under
Disruption. Dark Margo won't commit straight away with the stun. We'll try and run Kiyotaka down a bit.
Dyer's middle tower is under
Damage the
attack.
pulse over. It's not enough to kill him.
Radiant's top
Still
tower
enough to
is
keep
under
him very,
attack.
very low.
He has Arcane Boots. Stun if he really wants to. But Stinger goes down in the Tri-Camp. I think he canceled his charge because it was too deep on the Storm, and supports just catch him out.
Got the tombstone for that one. Fortification as the mid lane tower does start to get a bit of a beating. With all this focus around mid does mean that Ramses should be on track for a good Radiance timing. He's kind of been left untouched on this top lane. He's getting that free farm as the out.
Kiyotaka gets level 6, so kind of has somewhat recovered in the game. Honestly, pretty impressive for them to get out of this phase of the game.
Hastening the inevitable.
As bad as it looked, it could have been a lot worse. So they'll be able to catch up, farm the jungle, and it also gave Skyrath a lot of XP by him being able to sit mid. So now he's level 5, can go bot, and maybe even kick out the Medusa.
Hello. Trying to start things. They get the silence onto Stinger. Stinger taken down. Antares doing it again with a setup. Killing spree already for the Skyrath. Dark Margo doesn't want to go in on this. There's too many of 9PANDAS for him to deal with right now.
Dyer's bottom tower
So something
is
interesting
under
last game was
attack.
Beastcose chose to keep going to the Brood lane no matter what. They even lost the tower, they lost the jungle, and they kept throwing heroes at the bot lane, trying to force the Brood out. They died a lot doing it too, but it was kind of their decision to keep, slowing the Brood down as much as possible and not caring about the rest of the map. So in this game where it's going a lot better for them, and it seems in the early game, it's not a complete disaster. Maybe this works out. Maybe they kill the Brood, maybe they don't die trying to control the
Radiant's
jungle.
bottom tower
They
is
also
being
just super good. One of
subjected
the
to
better heroes.
extreme violence.
Singer's going to get back out on the map towards him, but clearly on his own. And while the supports of 9PANDAS, they're swinging over towards the mid.
Radiant's bottom tower is
When
under
he was
attack.
it's finally level 7.
Has that ever been cause for
Towards Stinger
celebration?
again. Impressive. Cupid coming from Sacred, ready to fight.
Radiant's bottom tower
Schofield,
is under
he's going to die
attack.
here. Kiyotaka takes him out with final overload. Solo, they'll drop the tombstone. They're going to look to zip forward and play aggressive over towards the tier 2. Dark Margo's able to put the one underneath the tier 2 tower. He'll get taken out. See if they can punish this Beastcose. Solo, wall, same he said for Antares. They at least get the 2 supports. Big stuff for Parker. He's the one to get the final touch on them. So, dive, it's successful in the sense that it takes down Dark Margo, but it does end up feeding kills to the Medusa.
It's not the worst for 9PANDAS. They forced the Medusa out of bot, so they get the free bot tower. Ramses is also super free farming right now, but it is Jim Park getting a lot of kills in the early game. Last game, he put everything he had, all the resources he had to great use, and he just skyrocketed in net worth.
TP's back into action around the mid lane. The attacker having Antares and Solo by his side. He's got to try for anything more there. Won't be the case. As Park backs off into the jungle. They'll try and invade this area with the storm. See if they can catch out Medusa. Park will be the big catch. And settle for Stinger. Again with the Ancient Seal, set up the drag back of the Vortex. There's too much control for Stinger to run away from. Finding these supports, are you able to get the chance to find Jim Park? You know, the Dark Margot's down here beyond the tower. They'll hit him with the scan.
It's a really deep dive, but they don't get him.
They might indeed walk into it. They get the setup. Ancient Seal's there. A quick Mystic Flare from Antares, and he's gone. So Kitaka can get out. He's still got a bit of mana to play with. Antares, he'll be left behind. He'll try and look for the neutral deny, won't find it. Jim Park takes him down in time. TP moreover, but Kiyotaka's still got plenty of mana.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Unless the Shadowman's trying to TP him out. Just go for the momentum.
He'll get the disruption set up. Sacred, he has the arena. Steps up, he's able to get the setup here with the arena into the spear. So we'll pick up the arcane ring. There's still enough mana for Kiyotaka to get away, and Solo, he actually turns and takes down Schofield. He's putting up the strength here with the decay with his arcane. Beastcose, they might struggle to fight this Undying. And with the amount of decay, so should be able to get off there. Spearbox to the side is another. Hey, he's got up to 32 strength that he stole. They can't kill the zombie. And Kiyotaka and Antares, they collapse straight back in on the Parker. Parker got Dark Margot with him. Kiyotaka, it falls short of the mana get to make this attempt solo. He'll get the kill, and finally get caught by the spear, taken out. And indeed in the river, Dark Margot was able to chase down and finish off Kiyotaka.
Now Miro comes over his bridge.
Dark Margot tries to turn with the stun, but the spiders around. It's too much. There's Miro. Picks up the kill. They can push in on this one.
Ramsey stuns himself in the tricam. They just don't stop fighting.
Is under attack.
He gets out though.
And not in a good way.
Really good. It was a nice disruption into stealing the arcane room for Schofield, but he just died, and Kiyotaka tried to turn with him, but he ran out of mana. Dark Mago had a nice stun on the lane, or the river, and kind of turned the fight from there.
Quick moves from 9PANDAS. Kiyotaka straight towards the top. They want to try and punish Sacred. He steps back up to the lane looking for farm. He'll get the spear push back on the Ramsey, but not before the concoction comes flying out his way. Quick moves here from 9PANDAS. They look to play to keep this lead. 4K advantage. They'll take the tier 1 top.
Anytime they make these plays away from the Alchemist, especially, you just get so much space to farm.
It seems that Radiant's
he
top
doesn't need to show up to the
tower
fight, and he still farms. He's the second in net worth on the Medusa, but Alchemist doesn't even have to show up, so he gets to farm even more than the Medusa right now.
Very likely the Ramses hits those sort of early timings that you need to see
It would appear
from 9PANDAS, from their Alchemist, to be able to
attack.
get to the point where they're just going to have the potential to run over this game before Beastcose, before Jim Park's ready.
Pretty interesting read that maybe they realize that Beastcose, their game plan is to just keep kicking the Brood out and stopping the Brood. So now, if the Beastcose keeps playing the same way, Ramses is not going to have a hero in his face for another 5 to 10 minutes. Just creeps.
Full space on this top part of the map. There's just no way that Beastcose can get over to this area, whether the rest of 9PANDAS are playing,
Radiant's middle
keeping
tower
Beastcose
is
trapped
under
on their half
attack.
the map.
I have no reason to lie about such
Kiyotaka is farming the
things.
Tricamp, so Medusa really has nowhere to go. His Ancients are stolen. He doesn't have a Manta yet, so he can't push out the lanes for free, and kind of just being stuck together is the best thing Beastcose can do to play the map.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Unless they get a catch on Storm right now.
It's a tricky one. They need to get some sort of disruption into the stuns from Sacred and Dark Margot.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Dodge of the charge.
Someone must be very
Just up to that
pleased
move.
with
They're smoked up at the
themselves.
moment. Sacred, Schofield, and Dark Margot. So they're sort of in position to block any sort of smoke movement down the mid lane. Hard for Beastcose to get an angle to get any of these cores. They start making moves
Radiant's
towards
bottom tower
Miro, but
is
Miro's
under
already
attack.
backing off.
Has that
You see
ever been
Ramses
cause
just
for
getting
celebration?
more and more space. Able to farm through his triangle stacks. He tries with the setup, but they don't want to commit too much for a solo Undying. They pull back from that.
That's
Oh,
good.
not the greatest.
Not bad we go. Jim Park will he'll offer up a tip for that. Alright, and a little bit of time where Ramses is off the map. Sometimes the neutrals get them.
There's one way for Medusa to catch up. Gives him, 40-second start. Keep farming Jim Park. You have 40 seconds advantage on the enemy carry. And it has been a really good game for the Medusa. He's 4-0-0. He showed up to a lot of these fights, which is pretty impressive. Most times you think of Medusa as, guys, I gotta farm for 15-20 minutes before I show up to the game, but really nice TPs on mid to react to these dives. showing his aggressiveness, always wanting to be able to fight the enemy and try to not just be passive about how the game is being played out. Ramsey's about to have BKB, so what we'll probably see is it'll hit 15 minutes, he'll get this BKB, and him and the Undying will just go to Roche, try to kill as fast as possible.
Solo's in, he's popped the ult. I'm not sure he's going to find anyone though, as Beastcose to be aware of this, they're back under the tier 2. 9PANDAS not able to get the catch. Beastcose themselves will be a bit more set to try and turn and take the team fights themselves, with Sacred having the Blink Dagger complete.
Sacred's ready to do fighting, he can arena. And the Mars Medusa combo is really good. You get the arena out, and it kind of forces people to fight, and then you press Stone Gaze, and people can't fight. So, kind of a die or die situation once it happens to you. But 9PANDAS, they do the BKB in the Alk, they're about to finish the BKB on the Brood, and Storm doesn't really have to come into these fights until the other cores get to show them what's happening. So, it isn't as easy as it was last game, I would say, for the side of Beastcose to win these team fights. Now will 9PANDAS choose to Roche? I would say this is probably one of the better times to Roche. It's dire to, it'll keep Roche on your side of the map. It kind of sets up the timers for the Fallen Roche to keep spawning on the same side of the map. But if they get this cycle now, it'll kind of just be a good setup for the rest of the game. So we'll see what they choose to do. Ramsey's going to go some illusions. And even now, it's as well, they have all their tier 1 towers. So it's just so hard for Beastcose to kind of push out the lanes and farm the map that it's kind of, they're just all stuck together, and Dark Mago is not really going to have the kind of game impact that he had last game. Because they ended up taking the top tower pretty early in the last game, and now kind of trapped.
Dire's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount
they're going to get eyes on Stinger. Shadow Amulet into the charge. And he's able to charge through the wall. Can they put him back in time? They can. They'll catch him with the stun.
You had your
Radiant's
Stinger not getting away with that one. And 9PANDAS in position to enter into the pit.
I am required to point out that Dire's
You
middle
don't
tower
necessarily need to win the game with Aegis, but
is being
they're going to,
subjected
in
to
my mind, win the game. They're going to try to get a
extravagant
self-play, full panel, try to get one to win it.
He will cover the walls. They're going to get the catch on the attacker, but he's able to zip back. In fact, he wants to zip back in, get the 4x off on the Sacred. That'll buy Sacred a little bit of time to potentially walk out of this one. Turns with the Tumbler's Sword, pushes them back with a spear.
bottom tower is being subjected
The
to
slow.
extreme violence.
Keeps chasing him. Concoction is going to be there in second place. He's able to get the blink off. Concoction will still connect. He's able to create enough distance. Won't chase any further. Sacred able to live.
Pulling the Roche is the best they can do, especially if they're not giving up kills for this. They're just kind of buying time. It's more time for the Medusa kill time. He's going for the Scotty again, which I think that this is a worse Scotty game than the last, because Alchemist has a BKB and Brood is about to finish BKB, so it's not the greatest versus the cores of 9PANDAS, but it's a way for him to tank up and kind of deal with the supports, especially like the Skywrath. It'll let him actually catch the Skywrath and kill him. They're waiting to kill Roche?
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Aegis on Storm, they're going to take the Warp Gate bot, look for some kills. They see the Spirit Breaker taking these notices, so they might just jump up.
Over here now.
Yeah, Stinger, he's sort of just been target number 1 every time.
Oh, another Shadow Amulet.
He's gonna have charge in a second. Does he ever get away? He's actually gonna go for the TP, but they found him with the Mystic Flare. Anyway, once again, left there for Stinger.
Nice read to know that he wants to take these Lotuses. They see him on the way for half a second, and he's already Warp Gating down, picking him off. 9PANDAS don't have as good tower pressure. It's kind of on the Brood, but Brood doesn't really feel this, like, the older, you know, you spam spiders, you take towers instantly. So a lot of it is going to be on Ramses who want to take these towers, but seems like he's kind of content farming. He has Blink Dagger now, ready to keep killing, but we won't see him probably go for, you know, melee Rex. Probably an AC. I would say his next item, and once he gets that,
Structures are solidified.
Still maintaining the lead, but not necessarily growing it, at least in terms of the parity keeping that gap as close as he can. See down bottom, they get the opening onto Key Attacker, charge across as well, not quite able to make it pop the Aegis. Stinger, in these Shadow Amulets, causing a bit of issues for 9PANDAS to quickly find kill opportunities onto him. Stinger, He will get caught again though. Antares once more throws down the Mystic Flare, shuts off his escape. Miro steps into the base. They take out Schofield as well. The two supports of Beastcose dead.
Alright, this is their opportunity to push. Supports are dead. They should use the Shadow Demon ult even if he respawns. So there's so Aegis on this one. Doesn't even go down the wrong time.
being subjected to
The TP's here. Sacred will turn up for the defense.
I don't think they can. I don't think the Brood will die. I don't think the Elf will die. It might just be a call to just give it up. But no, Jim Park TP's back.
Charge onto Ramses, but they're certainly not going to continue with that. And they push them back. They'll settle for that Beastcose. They're happy with stopping the push for now.
They defended. Their goal there was to defend. It wasn't to get kills. It was purely to defend the tower, and they accomplished their goal. But still, the advantage for 9PANDAS. They're up 10,000 gold now, and they're just going to keep growing. Ramses is going for a Scotty. Yutaka is buying Orchid. I've been really liking Orchid on Storm. A lot of people have started buying it at this major. And it kind of gives Storm the opportunity to kill these heroes, especially like even the supports. Like the Shadow Demon will just die, the Leshrac will just have to use himself or die. And so it gives him this like potential that he doesn't really get when he kind of skips it, goes for more of like a
Dire's top tower is under attack. Must I repeat myself?
It also builds into Bloodthorn, which is really good versus Butterfly that Medusa might want to find.
Yutaka, get a big setup onto Dark Margo top. Dark Margo go for the TP out, but it's too much here from Miro. And Antares joining up to help take down the Lesh. Dark Margo out for 40 seconds. And 9PANDAS in position, they can get this top wave pushed over. Maybe start threatening another tier 2.
I like how Ramses is just on the other side of the map, farming a big ancient stack. They don't feel pressure on 9PANDAS is what this says to me, that they are confident, just keep getting items, because every minute they're getting 1,000 more gold from the other team. And now they're up 11,000 gold, and I'd say by the time this age is over, they'll probably be close to 13k gold up. And what do you do to stop them as Beastcose?
Beastcose gonna try and catch them. Maybe split up with this smoke.
I mean, they are being very greedy. And that TP's back, they go to Tormentor, and his Tormentor, once this dies, it'll show. And they might know that every hero they catch is only going to be, by itself, or maybe it's one friend.
Yutaka, things out from the cliff. Good information knows that Beastcose were trying to set up to make some sort of move. Minute left on the Aegis. Tara's behind him, ready for the level 2 Mystic Flare to combo most of these heroes down during a vortex. Beastcose. See how far they step up into their own triangle. Still a risky spot.
Another game where Beastcose are the ones who need to take a team fight, and 9PANDAS, the big advantage they have over last game is that they now have the opportunity to take wave shove and jump. The Storm can jump, the Elk can jump, so they kind of actually these small play opportunities versus last game where it felt like they couldn't team fight, they couldn't really pick off heroes, and they were just sitting back until they lost the game.
They're going to just try and take out Jim Park here. Over the setup, defensive disruption comes in. Will Costco build his life, but it gives Jim Park a chance to pop Stonegate. There comes down on the ball Stinger. They throw the concoction the way of the Medusa inside of the arena. At least get the kill. Parker is he up for TP? No, the vortex is back up. Tiatek out and put a stop to Jim Park's escape. Gets the snake off, but he's surrounded by 4 of them. Another concoction is going to be ready soon as he's gone. Take the fight. And 9PANDAS solo, able to survive through it all. They get a big kill, taking the Medusa off the map. It's 9PANDAS, they can run it down mid. Look to take this tier 2.
Yeah, they're at the position where they just have so much jump. It's just so hard for Beastcose to play. Anytime a core is missing, they can get jumped. And 9PANDAS just feels so free to play the map because they also don't feel the threat really of them being jumped themselves. Second they start on the Medusa, Shadow Demon goes out of position to save him. And now the Medusa is also somewhat out of position in the arena. It's a good arena, it catches the Skywrath, but it's not enough.
And no chance of escape. As Jim Parky plays his only chance there to try and TP out. Gets a bit of a burst amount of the snake at the end of it all, but not at a point where he can stand his ground, kind of 1 versus 5. He needs that next time after Scotty trying, of course, to get the butterfly. Going to take him time. And off the back of that fight, gap back to just continue the blowing up between himself and Ramses. Ramses nearly 20k net worth on the Alchemist.
Yeah, I'm not sure he has no items to He bought 4 teleport scrolls from the Alchemist, so he doesn't ever want to get caught out without being able to be with his team. I think they might just farm until next Aegis. I don't think they're just chilling. They have no stress in the world. They're They're vibing. Getting gold. But Beastcose are sweaty right now. They need to figure out what to do for the next couple minutes.
This is going to be a tough one. One for them to swing around. Not an impossible one. Definite hard one. Gonna have to come down to some pretty insane high ground defenses with initiations from Sacred. Trying to take these fights in a manner where somehow Ramses does not get on top of them. This out, hitting the timings. He's able to blink in BKB Chemical Rage and get on top of the Medusa. The fact that he's got the Scar, he'll be able to stay on top of them. It'll be very hard to kite away from.
I think the biggest difference in this game is supports of Beastcose aren't as strong as supports of 9PANDAS like they were last game. Last game they had this Grim Stroke that's kind of able to control all these fights, and now this game, the Shadow Demon, every fight, it feels like he has to save the Deuce who's getting jumped, and then he dies. And the Spearbreaker has to charge in, and then he dies. They have these jobs that just feel really hard for me to get out and commit to this longer fight.
Staying up. He's gonna get him. Up top. See Ramses. He's made the jump over the scope, but they throw him up to the Yules. GP's coming in. It's going to be a buyback from Stinger. As they're desperately trying to do their best to at least make sure that Jim Park can back away from this. He can.
Very costly. A buyback and Stone Gate. Now 9PANDAS, nothing scared of them. Beastcose is going to kind of limp away from that. Sure, the Deucer lives, but you buy back on the Spearbreaker, you use kind of your big ultimates, and map is not open for several seconds. Will not spawn for 2 minutes, so 9PANDAS probably just going to keep waiting, and thankfully for the side of Beastcose, that means that they will have Stone Gaze back up, have everything ready for this, but the question is, how do you choose to leave it right? I don't think they can actually contest the Roach. That M13 fight is not strong enough, so they'll probably need to wait till the wave is, it's a base fight.
Watching this area, I mean, 9PANDAS, if they see anyone out of position, try and jump.
I love how 9PANDAS are playing around the towers through the series. They keep surrounding the towers and trying to touch the jump on any hero that's having them, and they just no hesitation, keep going.
Kitaka. Not afraid to just sort of poke it and try and see if he can get any sort of setup. He can do this very freely with any threat being caught by Beastcose.
Dire's bottom tower
very close to being able to go towards his next major item. 3,700 gold at the moment on the Storm.
For Shivas. I like the Shivas. It's really good for his heal, gives you another slow, and it also just takes him up. It gives him this feeling where he can jump in and he won't instantly die.
We're able to take away Beastcose Tormentor. Sharp for solo, that Tombstone. Grab ally ready to go for the next few fights if Beastcose do threaten one of his cores. Ready with the save.
The nice thing is Leshrac is
under attack.
approaching his BKB and Sacred is finished his. So you're gonna have this double BKB timing. Jim Park will hopefully hit this butterfly timing in the next minute or so.
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack.
One of those things where if you get all of your items, even though you're down 18,000 gold, it might be closer to a 10k disadvantage because the other team is building items. So
I don't mean to
there's a world where this next kind of 30 seconds to a minute timing can be Beastcose favored if they end up fighting this Roshan.
Play the one portion for Parker that by the time this body comes out to lead the Ramses as he's got the MKB, so if Ramses can find his way on top of the Medusa, these fights are still going to be very difficult for Jim Park to stand their ground. I mean, Roshan
under attack.
Not likely to see any chance of Beastcose heading over for this.
Sorry, I just noticed that Dire's
it also seems that this timing is just like 30 seconds too shy of them being able to contest Roche. The butterfly is just about to be finished. The Leshrac had a heal after picking up his
Dire's bottom tower is
not really
under
much for them to do in terms of this Roche contest.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
They just saw Kitaka Cheese on Nero.
Magnificent creature.
The blink on Antara, so he's going to be ready to quickly get in position so he can always find the catch with the silence to follow up damage from Mystic Flare.
Ramses is trying to find Stinger, but the charge out. He looks fine. But Ramses going to push out on Warriors, arm everything, and like you said, he already has his MKB, so really far now. I don't think there's anything that they need to wait for. Oh!
That's still going to catch him. Kitaka. Even no survivors, this Stinger just cannot hide from him, and now Kiyotaka's going to look for Royce, and also going to be able to find the setup on the Schofield. The top of Darmago will get the BKB off, he's trying to TP away, but the physical damage is too much. Miro gets the double, it's 3 dead on Beastcose. At 9PANDAS, they've got the opening for to easily take this tier 2, maybe even push to the high ground.
Not in a good way.
And even unfortunately, don't get solo. His team still comes up just 1 second. And
Radiant's top tower
that
has
ally.
fallen.
It's all safe, and Beastcose only in the buyback in the shadow. Even Dark Mago has no buy. I think even if they buy, this Rex is probably a forfeit.
Radiant's structures are
Rox is going to push so hard with how much far that he has. Notifications there.
Radiant's top
Just
tower
Sacred
is under
and
attack.
Jim Park alive. Tier 3's gone. Understand any sort of defense. Jim Park tries to sit forward, they just go straight onto him. Look at the vortex into the concoction. He's going to be covered by the arena from Sacred, but they're pushing forward the BKB. They'll take down the Medusa. Jim Park out for a minute. Schofield dead as well under his own tier 4. As 9PANDAS, they'll push on towards the barracks. The opening starts to Miro. Ashes coming out as well. The Miro's back up at full HP with the cheese. Kiyotaka jumps in. Vortex on the Sacred. Sacred's out. They'll take the 2 of them down. I mean, they don't have buyback for either the Medusa or the Spirit Breaker. They will get solo. Can they get anything more Beastcose here? There's 3 of them. 4 of them stun onto Ramses. They'll kill the out. I mean, it's a defense. They get the Spear back as well onto Kiyotaka. They'll kill the Storm 1. BKB's back up. Yule's to hold back Kiyotaka, but indeed himself has to get back towards the fountain. They get some kills out of this, but Beastcose, they have to use 2 buybacks. And they don't stop the push. 9PANDAS, they can continue to keep it going here with the 3 of them. Sacred jumps in, quick silence.
Radiant's top
Kiyotaka, they can't stop this reaction going down. 9PANDAS, they'll get what they came for. Now leading with a 25k gold lead, 31 minutes in.
Nice push. Not the cleanest, but it ends up being really good for them. They force out buybacks, they get a lot of kills. They lose the Alchemist, which hurts them, but in these kind of games where you have 3 cores, it doesn't hurt to lose one of them.
Got a lot of things to fall back on now with the lead they have, 9PANDAS. A little bit of a hiccup here or there as they look to close the game up. Unlikely to throw them off the course towards the victory. And so, Sacred, rise with the jump. Indeed, doesn't get to catch himself. Darmago will have the heals into the stun. They don't have any follow-up. And Kiyotaka almost sort of dancing around with them there, teasing with the ball lightning.
Really well on mana.
Tries by side. Sacred jumps in, will get the arena down, but Kiyotaka's not enough to jump over the wall of the arena. Spear will not connect. Sacred, he has to bail out with the BKB TP. Kiyotaka gets away.
Purge the elements now.
Darmago, he'll get caught in the mid. He has got buyback. Very likely to maybe be forced to use that as 9PANDAS. They'll have Kiyotaka fuel back up in the base. The rest of the 4th, and they're ready to get it running down mid.
Nice little, taunt from the Storm there. He waves his hand, tries to give him a high five, and it's the Mars to go into the arena.
Sacred. Immediately defensively disrupted. Parker trying to hold his own here on the high ground. They get the ult to Miro. Punches down from Ramsey, jumps straight forward. Dallas is low to Parker. Simple, Kiyotaka's got the pullback there on the lockdown of Medusa. Jim Park, he's going to be out for good. Dead for a minute. They catch the Medusa on the high ground. No buyback available. It's down to the last 3 members of Beastcose to push back 9PANDAS. As the BKB is there from Darmago. 9PANDAS, they'll hold back for now, but they can almost certainly look to go again. No Medusa for a while, and Darmago, of course, having to buy back. They try and put together this defense. Creeps, they're going to be moving in. The backdoor protection is going to be gone.
Not much they can do to defend, but I think there's a chance that they defend the bot racks. They don't really have any buybacks. Only the Alchemist can buyback in the whole game, so waiting on to see what happens next is about it.
We can keep it going here shortly. Ramses. BKB may be on cooldown for 40 seconds. I mean, Chemical Rage is going to end, so they'll respect that here. As 9PANDAS pull back momentarily. They'll still lose another tier 3 tower, though, Beastcose. A lot of damage being done to the base. 9PANDAS getting very close to reaching that 1k gold per minute lead here in this game too.
Those Alchemist things. He still has a full Abyssal about to be finished if he sells his treads. And Storm just finishes the Shivas. They have all the items that they need. Roshan doesn't spawn for a few minutes, so I would be surprised to see 9PANDAS just kind of go again. They just smoke up, try to get another pick, and It seems that every time they jump, Beastcose isn't able to get this turn fight like they did last game. So, on the side of Beastcose, I guess their goal right now is to try to... They're kind of in 9PANDAS shoes, I think, of last game, where you need to jump one hero and kill one hero and hope that's going to be
It's so difficult though with indeed how quickly 9PANDAS have always been the ones to consistently jump them. Smoke up from 9PANDAS. Let's see if they can find any members of the Beastcose stepping out of the base. They're going to set up on the Schofield. Jim Park is just going to use that to TP out. They'll lose Schofield, but they'll get Jim Park back to base. Kiyotaka is going to come in with the Superman Vortex. Wants a Stinger and Sacred. Getting put back down, delivering. He has put the BKB in the arena, puts him out of the spear. The physical energy of the spider takes him out. Don Margo enters into the midst of the fight. And pump his BKB. He has to back off himself now, Parker. The Stone Gaze, but there's 3 dead now. Beastcose gets down to Jim Park and Don Margo. The guns coming in, the Vortex once more for Kiyotaka, dragging them forward. Ultra kill for Miro. It's game over. GG is called as 9PANDAS will take this game too.
Great game for them. Just kind of bounce back to the first one. It's nice that this game, it kind of starts off the same. They have this advantage from the lanes, and this game, I think that their draft kind of
You really should prepare for battle.
Oi!
I need gunfighters. Get off my lawn.
30 seconds to battle. Oh, I see.
I think is the kind of deciding factor on this
people
bounty.
down there.
The warp gates
Wonderful
are
what they can do these
still
days.
really strong kind of to rotate. They nerfed them slightly, but if he's able to kind of break down the top lane by connecting to the Undying, connecting to the Morph, that could be the opening that 9PANDAS needs to take this win. There's also dropped 2 rapiers.
Yeah,
in chat.
The battle begins.
Looking forward.
Yeah, I mean, if we get there, it'll be a whole lot of fun. It'll be one of those games. I mean, both teams having their big old carries to gear up here. Ramsey's on his morph, or on his PA. Could get pretty crazy. I mean, is there the potential though for one of these teams to be set up for a good start on the lanes and perhaps snowball when you consider the lineups?
I would honestly slightly favor Beastcose. I think Sacred is really good in these range damage dealers. He plays Weaver a lot, he plays Snap a lot, so I think probably Sacred's really comfortable in this kind of game. Dark Mago plays Batrider a lot, and you know, Jim Park, anytime you play heroes that are off meta but you're very comfortable with, I always give you like a slight advantage. Because heroes not used to playing with PA that much. And so Jim Park plays PA, so he's the one at the advantage in this matchup. I also think PA should be one of the better carries versus Morphling because he doesn't really care that much by losing her attack speed. She has it built in her W, the Blink Strike, so she'll be able to do that. And also, it's really hard to turn into her. She's blurred at every single fight, and she just jumps on your support, kills them, goes back to blur, and it's really hard to play around that for the Morphling.
Talking about Darmog on this mid matchup on the bat against the Wind Ranger. How does this normally fare between these two heroes?
It's a pretty even matchup. It can be kind of awkward in the like level 6 range because even if you try to chase her down, she can focus fire and run away, which is one of the best things you can do versus bat is run away and kill him. But the laning stage is pretty even. I would say no one should really have a big advantage. It's only going to be, you know, the classic Batrider. You take too many stickies, you get kind of frustrated, and you can't walk up the lane, and then you die. And in the top lane, it's another pretty stable lane, it should be, for both sides, honestly. Radiant has 2 nukers, so they just click their spells and shove the lane in all the time, and the other side is Morphling. I would say is probably the most picked combo of the tournament as of now. You just kind of drop these heroes and they'll go even versus anything they lane.
A moment of silence, please.
Raptures should be set up a pretty good farm there with backup. Solo. See at bottom how much pressure Antares can put on to Jim Park on these early levels as this position for bounty. Going to be likely that after that point where Jim Park finishes the laning stage, starts to hit the jungle, it'll be annoying that with this bounty sneaking around and staying on top of him. Well, they're able to sort of provide that assistance for Jim Park, or at least find the areas. But Antares won't be able to just stay on top, sap the XP, interrupt his farm.
The biggest difference between Jim Park in this game as opposed to a lot of his other games between like TA, Medusa, even Nepo is hold that thought.
We're going to try and go for Miro here. The stomp. Should have a good chance of taking him down. He's got the 1 charges. Oh, he's under the tower, but jump forward for Jim Park. They'll get first blood. He's going to take the tower hits, and Antares will make sure that he pays with his life. He can chase out anything more, won't be able to stinger too speedy. And so first blood, it does cost Jim Park his life.
Still worth it. It's a lot of gold this first blood. But the scary thing is the difference is that PA needs an item to farm the jungle. She needs her battle fury to actually accelerate her farm. So Medusa, which we've seen, he got kicked out of his lane pretty early, but he's able to recover. He has split shot. TA as well, he just recovered in the jungle. So this laning stage is really important for Beastcose in this bot lane. If he gets off to a start, he gets Cornucopia, is able to sit here, exist for 7-8 minutes. That's his golden time. Once he gets the battle fury, everything's clear set.
I mean, and nowadays as well, is there any flexibility with the build as a carry PA, or you have to go Battle Fury route?
There's not really. I think you need to buy this Battlefield. You need to farm. There's so much map now. It's 40% bigger as advertised, and so you just need to be able to push out these lanes and farm as fast as you can.
Big hits coming in from Stinger and Torres. A step back from that one.
Brace yourself for sad tidings.
Advantage for Kiyotaka.
Radiant's
Really, really
courier has
nicely.
been slain.
But again, it shouldn't be anything too crazy. Dark Mago will be fine. They'll just farm. And the nice thing is both teams have the opportunity to rotate mid, but both of the cores kind of need the supports in their lane. Like Enigma doesn't want to be left alone versus a PA, and the PA also can't really be left alone. So the bot lane is kind of blocked in until Solo rotates.
So we'll head down, drop a decay onto the two of them, keeping the jump arc low. Just put a south coming out in the courier. Jimpark should be able to stand lane. They'll punish it top indeed. The burst is there from Schofield and Sacred. They instantly get aggressive when they realize that Ramses was left on his own.
That was really nice. He got the cookie on him and he didn't get the strength morph off, so they just click all the nukes and he just dies.
They're really trying their best to dive down here. You know, they want to try and make something happen in response for losing their own carry top. But
he has to cancel.
Yeah, they won't get anything here. 9PANDAS. At least they'll push Beastcose away from the tower, so they get some good pressure in with the creep wave. Get hard for Jimpark to get across and benefit from this wave dying under his tier 1.
This is really good for my all this XP, all this gold.
Has that
Mark
ever
is like
been cause for
trying to sap as
celebration?
much as he can in the tree line, but now he's even spotted. And I
know where it is.
Fortified.
He's going to get any assistance. The tombstone's down. They're going to jump across to the neutral camp, but Solo's there waiting for him as they'll take Jimpark out.
Nicely played.
This is going to be at least kind of 2 or 3 waves being lost to this tier 1 tower.
Also, the Elder Titan might get caught by his
bottom tower is
Torres.
under attack.
Gets one more touch with the Janada. He has it. 9PANDAS. They may lose Ramses on the top lane, but they definitely make sure that it's worth it with their presence down bottom. 2 kills. They get the tier 1 tower. 3-6 minutes.
Really good. This is exactly what they needed. The PA can't really farm jungle. He's now stuck here with Order Corrosion. Doesn't help his farm. No boots, no treads, and he's kind of stuck with a really slow game.
Radiant's middle tower.
Gonna try and kite Darmago out here. Kiyotaka dancing around him with a focus fire. He's going to be able to finish up the kill. Nothing to be done there. Stinger cannot save Darmago from going down. 9PANDAS starting to get this early game lead.
I like this skill build from the Windrunner as well. He maxes out the Windrun and kind of lets him just kite the bat. The bat can't do anything if you can't get on top of the other hero. And the lane's going great for 9PANDAS again. This team just winning the lane every single game, get this really big advantage. And again, I would say this draft as well, the Windrunner actually has play potential. He's able to have a stun, he's going for the Beastcose build,
tower
he's
is
able to
under
catch,
attack.
and they already took this tower 6 minutes in the game bot. So all the cores of 9PANDAS are going to feel really good right now.
Yeah, and would you sort of agree with what the panel was saying though? They're saying, you know, this PA picked into a Wind Ranger having a good game, it could be quite the nightmare for a PA.
Yeah, it's one of the better matchups because you have built-in evasion, so the PA can't burst you, and you buy Maelstrom, so you're going to have a way to pierce the evasion. Top lane, will be fine.
Oh, they've got the dust. The try for the TP out. Let's go, Phil. He has got telekinesis at the ready. And Torres, he'll steal a bit more gold on the way out. There's no escaping this, though. Down the bouncy.
Didn't even get the Wisdom Rune, I believe, so. Nice try. But yeah, I think the Wind matchup can get iffy if the P is ahead, because there's the Wind doesn't really get that much agility or armor, so she'll have like this 7 to 8 armor for the majority of the game. So once this P gets Deso online, it's really good. She just one-shots the Wind, even with just Dagger through Vigor, but if you don't get there...
They're getting freebies now. I mean, Miro and Solo, they after taking down that tier 1 bottom, they swing around towards the mid. They catch Stinger on the way over. The attacker's going to start to get the wave pushed in. Ready with the wraparound on high ground. And Miro, of course, he's level 6. He has got the thread, the black hole.
I also really like the Dominator if Miro's buying. Going up to top lane.
They're going in onto Darmago again. Another round of the focus fire. Kisses are coming in, but Darmago, he's taken out.
I have no reason to
They dodge the kisses. And Solo trying to do his best to dodge them. Sacred should get him, surely. Solo is actually able to turn to get another decay off. Solo's going to live. They don't get anything to return at Beastcose as they've got to back away the stop. We'll catch on to the two of them, but 9PANDAS, they have Kiyotaka pushing it on the Schofield. Double kill for Kiyotaka. That will put his the shortest black hole of his life there, Miro. It's all good though, they still get a third kill. The black hole there just for flair.
Yeah, he clicked the spell and the hero died. The goal was impossible. Might get caught.
Trying to the lasso.
Under attack.
Sticking around a bit too long. Kiyotaka's away with a win run, but doesn't get the shackle shot. But indeed, he does get punished for that. Was not quite ready for Beastcose to strike back after 9PANDAS. They win that initial engagement. Kiyotaka, he overstays his welcome mid.
Yeah, a little greedy for him to kind of stick around for that long, but see this
The impact move for Miro. He'll still be happy though with the way that they won the fight. I mean, what happened? They just sort of cancelled it himself?
There's like this bait time where you try to cancel the animation, but then you cancel it like a little too late.
Yeah.
The cooldown is like so fast as to when you start the animation. Going on bot lane, Sacred's gonna get caught.
Yeah, back to business here for Miro and Antares. They'll kill off the snap. Margot and Schofield are here. They've got Stinger as well, but Kiyotaka's wrapping him from the side. He's got the Atos set up into the shackle shot. Focus fire on the Schofield. Pick up another. It's a 4 now, 4K lead for 9PANDAS.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Gets
attack.
Stinger back. He's got no fight to be had here. His teammates, it's very difficult for Beastcose to trade back. They've got to desperately do what they can to take the attention away from Park.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It is far behind in this Battle Fury.
No, it's the first component of Battle Fury.
Radiant's structures looking so Radiant's middle tower
Whilst this is
under
happening,
attack.
Ramses is getting good amounts of space. Of course, Kiyotaka, he's the one at the top. These kills that he's picking up.
Strange to
Ramses,
say, Radiant's middle tower
comparison
is
to
under attack.
Radiant's Parker, he's going to be able to get the superior farm right now as the more
Someone must be very pleased with themselves, or himself.
again here for Beastcose.
Singular antecedent, singular pronoun.
Yeah, their heroes don't really have the best team fight as they have in like the first game specifically. They don't really have this Mars arena to fight around. Sacred is going to go for a mech, try to bump up his teammates, but the Batrider, Dark Mago's been having a really rough game. This matchup mid didn't go the way they planned, and he's kind of in this tough situation where it's so hard to just walk into the 9PANDAS lineup. There'd be a Tombstone drop, there's the shackle shots, there's an Atos, pretty much just a black hole threat, and so you can't really just enter the fight like you want to run a black hole.
Set up here on the mid, they're ready to dive close towards the tier 2s. Atos into the shackle shot. Schofield doesn't stand a chance, but come over the TPs. Can Beastcose punish this Stinger trying to get the stomp up, but gets interrupted by Antares. Look at the lasso on a Kiyotaka. Kiss is coming in as well. Pick up on a fall. Kiyotaka will die in return. Beastcose, final one. Can they get anything more? Parker trying to turn the ball, so has to jump away. Miro stepping in. Malefus is there. They'll get the PA. Jim Park to fall. 3 dead on Beastcose. Antares and Solo ready to chase for more as they look towards Dark Margo. Is it coming in? Okay, from Solo. Dark Margo wants to get back in, but Ramses is here. John Shaw with the attack. Strike as Dark Margo gets popped. Solo still alive here. They weren't ever quite punished the Undying. Send forward the Spirit. The stomp set up onto Ramses, but they just don't have the firepower to chase this Morphling.
Nice dive. It looked really bad. Every time Kiyotaka dies here, it feels really bad. He's just so farmed and having so much impact. So it's gotta feel good for Beastcose getting those kills, but just not able to get out. Start bleeding more and more kills. 8,000 gold advantage now, only 12 minutes in.
Like the lead indeed, and then again, around this mid, somebody tries to step up. Sacred tries to get some sort of farm out of this one. Fall pretty low, the Helmet Smasher will be taken out in time, and under the tier 2 he'll survive. Get the sleep onto Miro. Gonna try and chase him with the black holes to the ready. His stands his ground, does get put to a stop by the telekinesis. Schofield to cancel it. Scatter blast over towards Miro. Draven will not be able to continue to chase him. He's too tanky to take down. Dark Margo is trying to chase out these supports, but he ends up losing his life for it and getting nothing in return again.
The supports on Beastcose are both level 5. Still, 12 minutes in the game. This is the hardest part about the game. It's not the gold, it's not the kills, it's the fact that your supports aren't even level 6. If Rubik was at spell steal, maybe he gets the black hole, maybe he turns the fight, but instead he's just kind of a sitting dead. And I think it's on Beastcose to try to get the game out of this mid lane.
Kiyotaka, he's just getting catch after catch. Blind Schofield around the mid. GPs are coming in. Maybe Schofield can let this time power shot comes flying through. Schofield's going to tick down like the air, but the heels are there with the back. Sacred turns for the kisses. Trying to see if he can burst through Miro. Miro getting low. He's attempting to run the pick pop, but they'll get him. Sacred brings down Miro. Beastcose finding something without losing anything themselves initially. Get Sacred. He will still end up dying. The focus fires back up. Kiyotaka gets back in. Takes out the snap.
I think Beastcose need to try to get out of the mid lane.
Strange to say,
It's too easy for
Radiant's
9PANDAS
middle
to
tower is
just have
under
all this
attack.
control. The tower's dead. They're just controlling both jungles. The Ancients are being farmed by Ramses. The 4 of them are playing on the right side of mid. And it just seems like Beastcose is falling into this trap where sure they maybe get 1 kill, but they just keep falling farther and farther behind in gold. And Parker doesn't even
It
have
would
Battlefield.
appear
He's still about
Radiant's top tower
away
is
from
under
it. So
attack.
what's really the solution to this?
The small thing, Ramses, he's going to hit some great timings. Manta's done 14 minutes in. He sticks around, is able to steal the Wisdom Rune. Level 12. Parker, as you said, level 9. And a fair few thousand gold behind that of Ramses' farm at this stage, 40 minutes in. Maelstrom done now for Kiyotaka. He's going to have an even easier of a time getting these quick kills when he gets the catches to lead in on the fights.
I don't think 9PANDAS should feel the need to kind of take their foot off the gas. They obviously they can because they're in such a strong lead, but it's so hard for Beastcose to walk into them if they just keep playing up together. Maybe it's the Gleipnir they're waiting for, but I don't see a way for them to fight. Also, the Dominator 2, the Helm of the Overlord, is coming out from Nero really, really soon. That's probably their go time. They're going to Roche with it. They're going to take tier 2s with it. Potentially even end the game.
It's not going to be easy for Beastcose to deal with that, so can't kill it off easily whatsoever with their heroes until kind of Parker's in a position to fight. But
Yeah, normally you hope your carry is able to be able to kill it, but when he doesn't even have battle fear yet, it's a really hard situation to ask him. Especially to even show up to the part of the map where he's pushing. It's just so much farm that he would lose.
it really just sort of seems those last few moments where just the rest of Beastcose throwing their bodies in towards the fight and just to do anything they can to take.
Catch up to the game, but I don't know if 9PANDAS will give them that much more.
They're going to be able to play fast. Stare into the pit, this Roshan will be easily there. There's no contest to be coming out from Beastcose around this. Let's see what 9PANDAS can go for with the Aegis. Looks like the key attacker to take it. Just continues to just take up the space in the mid lane. There's very little they can jump in with. Got his Manta done, also has the shard. Even harder for them to catch and punish this wolf, despite where Ramses heads out to farm on his own.
Nice work on this wolf gate, so they're able to see everyone from 9PANDAS across the map. And that also does mean that Kiyotaka is fairly alone outside of Ramses, so maybe Beastcose looks to jump him if he was aggressive on this wave. He should be safe. Maybe he's the one that's going to go on them.
Attacker. Using around with Dark Margo, won't the full commit there, still 15 seconds until Focus fires back. Fight does kick off though, we see Ramses with his farming positions. He's ready to start farming close to the rest of the team. He's ready to join fights now.
They're going to try to catch the Bat Rider. He's cutting the wave. He's going to TP? Beastcose is getting... They're getting parts of the map. They're actually able to farm. They're pushing out these waves. Jim Park has been pushing out all off the past couple minutes, so it's not completely hope is all lost for them, but
Kiyotaka's going to see if he can find him. The opening with the Gleipnir. Focus fires there, so he'll try and jump over to the neutrals. He's got TP backup coming in. Jackal shot, Kiyotaka tries to catch him through the neutral camp, but Jim Park's already a fair distance away. He'll be fine for now. The TP's coming in, but really don't want to try and tackle this Kiyotaka win range. I mean, Kiyotaka's got the Aegis. Schofield looks to be the one that's going to get left for dead here, as Miro and Kiyotaka will take him out. Get back on grabbing the creep wave down bottom, hitting it up a foot, going the track sounds of Dark Margo. Rams zips in with a waveform. Another kill to be found. The gold lead just continues to grow here for 9PANDAS.
so it's so hard. But you know, Jim Park lives.
Fire's top tower
Best
is
they can
under
ask for.
attack.
Anytime Parker lives, it's you know, it's not a loss. And it looks like he might be even going for an ag. It's
Radiant's
a blade of
middle
Alacrity.
tower is
Yeah,
under
picked
attack.
this up despite having the BKB queued up. And still has the BKB queued up.
Playing Sacred. Maybe if we pick
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Kiyotaka with this lead, he's just having such an easy time running around the map
About such
and
things.
killing anybody who shows on their own. It's indeed another one to be found for the win range on a killing spree, 8, 2, and 4. Nothing has been slowing down Kiyotaka's impact this game.
it is an ags that Jim Park is.
All right.
So
Do you like sort of the call to go for this rather than for the BKB?
Yeah, I think the BKB isn't really going to do enough. I think even the Desolator with the Elder Titan kind of reducing all the armor if possible would have been kind of a cool idea.
It would appear
I can see
Radiant's
the
top
Axe
tower is under attack.
It lets him, if he gets one kill, he can maybe move on. It also sets up for a Divine Rapier.
All right,
He was all chatting out
He was.
before the game.
I mean, if there's some way he's able to pull this off and turn this game around, it's going to be very, very flashy, very impressive to see.
Extreme violence.
This is a hard game for
It is with
Beastcose.
grave emotion that I
I think
report
if he
the
does
death
get
of
Axe
Dire's
and Rapier,
courier.
this game's all in his hands. But that is, 7,000, 8,000 gold away. So
It's a while away.
we have some time.
Dire's courier has been
The pressure,
slain.
it's not slowing down from 9PANDAS. Zero. And the push going on to tier 2 down bottom with Ramses and Solo. The fortification, Beastcose. This tier 2 definitely going to be going down.
Taco is trying to catch on Parker.
Might just find it. As the focus fires red. They get the set up the angle there for the shackle. He's caught Jim Park.
Dire's courier
Very few
has
points
been
of the map
slain.
safe for Jim Park to farm right now. Was lucky to get away with as much space as he did in those previous moments, but tries his luck up on the top side of the map. And Kiyotaka, he's having none of it.
I really like how 9PANDAS are moving on the map in all their games. They kind of have a ball of 4, and they switch out who the 5th guy is. Sometimes it's Ramses and he's farming the other side of the map. Here, Kiyotaka, and it enables them to get a lot of gold and sometimes these pickoffs like right now. It's really nice to see that they're not really scared of being aggressive when they're only 3 or 4 heroes together. Our gem's gonna be picked up by Bounty, plays off the map even more, take out all these wards, and Aegis does expire at 40, so they probably aren't looking to end the game with the Aegis. Usually it's always the second Aegis that you want to end the game on, but it's starting to feel pretty sad right now for Beastcose.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Take his tier 2s with the push of the hand, the
no
Overlord.
reason to lie about such things.
Beastcose. So they're just going to have to let this pressure on the towers come in, really. They still have to be so hesitant of showing hero. You saw how Kiyotaka has no fear of just committing in with the catch, focus fire. Very little ways of Beastcose stopping that sort of play from being successful time and time again.
Yeah, Ramses has Ags. Kiyotaka's almost finished with his Ags, and I also
Radiant's
kind of like how
middle tower
Miro,
is under
his
attack.
bomb, the Hum of the Overlord, is making it so he's not really playing around a black hole. So that means Rubik's not really have the opportunity to steal it either. So he's going for a blink, but I also feel like that's more just positioning, just to exist in the fight, maybe get a Malefice off. So it's been pretty interesting to see how inside Beastcose, Parker has the queue up. He has Aghanim's queued into 3 Rapiers. So
It's the build that will turn it around if he can get there. He's got to go for something crazy.
I think that is probably their best shot. I think that the items on the other heroes are just kind of... The Batrider has BTB Blink, but I think that's just their best one for the key to do damage. The Snapfire has BTB Blink, but that's also just... If he's gonna... Oh, almost died.
Power shot nearly catches Sacred, yeah.
Radiant's top
Look at the
tower
torment
is
and they'll
under
get out.
attack.
It's a nice one here, Stinger to grab it.
Structures are fortified.
It's a cool...
There
We
appears
saw
to
it
be some
used
sort
earlier
of
in the
magic.
game.
And Radiant's top tower is
The
under
Autotime was kind of
attack.
just dodging ganks by stomping around, so good. Pretty interesting shard.
Well, it seems that
Also, the
Radiant's
cooldown
top tower
kind of
has
matters a
fallen.
lot to have just a really short cooldown to Echo Stomp for defending your base, which seems like Beastcose is in that position.
Bottom lane, Dark Margo tries to push out. Shackle won't connect. Does have BKB and TP.
Great power shot.
He's able to play with the blink though. The trees, they'll see him and they've got him. Kiyotaka able to catch him with the shackle coming back available.
This is a really, really nice power shot to just cancel the blink for that extra frame to almost let the bounty get it, but nice catch on the shackle at the very end. A little greedy because it's so hard. You don't want to pressure BKB in these situations. It gets so bad. The game's already bad, you don't want to make it worse.
Radiant's middle tower
It's
is
going
under
down.
Radiant's
And
middle
9PANDAS
tower
might look to
has
go high
fallen.
ground.
I think they will, yeah. They know that
Dire's
they're
top tower is
so strong. They have
attacked like
this
nobody's
lead right now.
See Sacred on the ward.
Got to try and get out of this top lane. East Coast. Hello. The tombstone. Sacred will be able to deal with it. Parker, he got part 1 done. The Aghanims is finished. Has to get that gold for the rapier. Prolong the game enough to allow Parker to get this.
If they win this one fight, maybe get some Aegis with the 2. To me, with Rapier is one of the things that can kind of win, I would say, like any game, no matter the situation. So he has to always get it. The question is always, can you actually get this timing? And I would say, honestly, the way 9PANDAS is playing, I would not be surprised if he ends up buying this right here.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's they're playing a little slow, right? They were playing to confirm win the game. They're not doing anything crazy. They've been kind of avoiding.
This is played super uninvolved. I mean, with 21 kills for the team, he's only been involved in 2 of them, but it's allowed him to get these solid timings. He's got an insane amount of farm, 17k net worth on the Morphling. BKB is going to be on his way out, and this is pretty much the point where Ramses should be ready to join the team and look to push high ground himself. Bottom, another catch, another kill. Kiyotaka gets Dark Margot once again. Find more with his smoke top solo, and Antares on the hunt. Ramses is going to try for Stinger. Antares is in with the track, in with the stun.
Fire's top tower is
continuing to pick up these kills. They're trying to cut their losses, but they won't get Schofield away either. 3 dead on Beastcose. Ramses ready with the high ground push.
I'm not going to keep you back. Defend with everything. On the Ranger will win.
is under attack.
We need to. Is that the only game plan they have right now? Black Hole is going to get a drop solo on a Sacred.
Radiance,
they take out the snap. Mid-racks are exposed. 9PANDAS, they'll get 1 set.
Fire's top tower is under attack.
Radiance's top trying to find Parker.
Has fallen.
Parker can play his way out of this one. This is pretty scary.
Are under great
Is there any way he can avoid this? He's into the tree line. They don't have eyes on him. Parker will live. We'll get back to base.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Maybe there's a lasso. There's a blink on the bat, so maybe he gets some random catch on this mid lane. Maybe there's something.
He's going to try and get the dinosaur. He's going to get healed up. They won't even let that fall there. Solo with the Pavis and the Soul Rip. Making sure that goal doesn't go the way of Beastcose.
Alright, Parker has moved on. He has purchased a Yasha.
Oh, disappointment all round. It certainly is. Opts to just buy what little that he can with the money that he has.
Probably feeling like he's on hold.
Middle barracks are
Might be
under
ending
attack.
before he can get that, so he's trying to buy as
tidings,
best he can.
I'm
If they get the winner right here, this could be really big for them.
See if they can jump it. Straight away, everything thrown down onto Kiyotaka. It's enough.
Middle barracks.
Kill the Wind Ranger. And they turn this into anything more rounds. He's using base strength for Stinger. Stinger trying to get the stop off, but the adaptive strike there. Stinger's out. BKB from Dark Margot. They're on the retreat now. Make sure that they don't lose too much in return. And Ramses, he'll close the gap onto Dark Margot. Dark Margot's gonna have to think of this second, not soon enough. Ramsey puts the BKB, turns to the PA, jumps forward, kills him off. They get the battle of his own one Sacred as well. Antares and Ramses swing across, Mirror finishes off another. 3 dead on Beastcose. They might lose Kiyotaka, but 9PANDAS, they're quick to avenge him.
Pleasure in informing you that Dire's
So much damage from the Morphling. He turns on the PA, it gives him this Blink Strike, gives him a dagger, he's able to chase down the battle with the entire fight, you can't fight him at all. And it's so hard for Beastcose to exist in these fights.
And into the base they go.
A little bird tells me.
Schofield watching from the side, he's got to be careful. Just got the movement to play around with. Tier 3 falls.
Positively glowing.
Top racks open for 9PANDAS to continue the push. Mirror tries with the jump. Again, Schofield being very slippery with the blink and the wind run. He'll get back to the fountain safely. He'll be able to steal the tombstone. Damage done on the top lane then. The melee rack's gone. Kiyotaka at the same time. He's looking to take down Roche.
Bottom tower is under attack.
This is going to be a free Roche. Parker comes back to the base now. He'll get this Humble Overload bounty. Looks like he's just going to finish the Manta. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see him give up on the Manta and just go back to the Rapier.
They get that Rapier dream back alive.
Yeah.
He's spending up on the Manta. Now after this Manta, surely the only way is Rapier. Let's see. I got accuser.
He just wouldn't bait us. Like a Rapier emote in chat and not buying one. That would be unfair.
Yeah, we've got to remember indeed he did commit to the all chat with the emoji at the start. See what he queues up next. After this though, Roshan goes the way of 9PANDAS, Aegis on Kiyotaka. Antares already looking to scout out some action. He's got eyes on Schofield, bottom lane. Kiyotaka, he's found Dark Margot again. It's another dead bat. Antares switch the setup onto Schofield to be able to do it solo. And Parker, he's going to try and jump at Antares here. He can't finish him off. And Kiyotaka, he'll be able to hold back Stinger with the shackle shot. Stinger, he'll go down. Parker, he's got to get out of this. If he can, in the mid, solo. in on top of him, and Ramses, he's around as well. Parker keeping his distance, and in fact, 9PANDAS, they won't waste any time chasing him. So Parker, he'll be okay.
Or illusion bait tries to fake him out, but DOTA2 isn't really falling for the bait. He's literally walking directly at Parker.
He's so close, but
Believe in
under the
yourself.
cover of the blur,
Radiant's
Parker
bottom
will be a little
tower
too
is
evasive.
under attack.
Actually, that Parker's gonna fun that one camp. He's gonna TP the base.
He's got to get back. This bottom set of racks, this final set of racks is going to be going down soon. They'll start the defensive with the kisses from Sacred. They've got the full team back up. The range Rex is gone. Rex with his final melee Rex left. Was he the jump from Dark Goes in with the lasso onto Solo. They'll drag him back. The Solo, he's still go. He's able to heal up the Solo for the decay. Sacred jumps box enemy set for Parker. The Solo is back on the full HP. The Gluttony catches on to the two of them. Sacred goes down. Parker jumps back to safety. Sacred does have buyback available. The racks, they're gone. And the Mega Creeps are out for 9PANDAS. They're onto the tier 4s. They're going to have to do something soon here. Beastcose, if they want to try and slow this down. Jump off from Ramses with the BKB. Takes out Dark Logo. No buyback available for the back. Parker, he'll step back from Miro. Catches him in the black off. The shackle shot as well. Launching Parker over towards Stinger. Parker's out for a minute. No buyback on him. GG is called. 9PANDAS will take this series. Knocking Beastcose down 2-1.
Has fallen.
Really impressive. 9PANDAS seems their strongest point is the lanes. Won the lanes all 3 games, and in the drafts where it seems like they can kind of extend this laning stage advantage into the kind of mid game, they just kind of crush. They run over Beastcose.
But these last 2 games looking very, very hot. I mean, yeah, coming into action as well with the Wind Ranger, a hero that's a lot.
It's your turn. 5 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Who's driving this thing?
Huh?
You really should prepare for battle.
Your turn.
30 seconds to battle. I had a terrarium once, rather like this, well, except with mice, and a chameleon. But the possibilities for combat were much the same. The battle begins! Or so I am told.
How do you know when it started?
Try hitting something. Where we going?
Let's go north!
No, south. Middle is Missy's. I saw a thing.
Huh?
I'm under attack. Let's go.
Someone's hitting me!
Let me through.
Ow!
Well, don't be discouraged.
Is that a squirrel?
Well, what do you know?
Not much. Why there?
Who knows?
They did not love us.
Shooting's not as fun as hitting.
I got it again. Let's go this way.
I thought we were.
What you doing?
I don't know. You should have.
Yes, you
Yep. this time. Hey,
Wait for us! Good idea.
cause it was mine. Okay.
Let's see you.
I just had an idea.
I hate to inform you that your top tower is under attack.
You would.
Double kills.
Yep.
You go first. Let's go, Piggy.
I too.
What for?
Missing.
Cotton.
Regrettably, your middle tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack. No reflection on you, you understand. Your blue tower is under attack. Just what you want to know. Your top tower is under attack. Your blue tower is under attack. Types 2.
After you.
After you. Let's get more.
Yeah, more. This way. What's this thing?
No idea.
Let's find out. What's this thing?
No, guess we better.
Yep.
Your top tower is under attack. No reflection on structures are cunningly fortified.
Out of my way.
Hey!
Oh dear, your top tower has fallen.
Hit that road.
Quite dangerous, this one. Let your
Let's go, doggy.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Let's go, Piggy.
Just thought you'd want to know.
That isn't why I hate you.
Yep.
Regrettably, your middle tower is under attack.
Let's go. Let's go this way.
We were.
What do you buy?
I saw a thing.
Not mine. Good idea.
Cause it was mine. I know the way. How many levels is that?
One.
This one.
That away. What was I looking for?
That makes strange This is made free slave. Terrifying. 4 lives lost. The last of the old I hate to inform you that your top tower is under attack. Structures are fortified. They are looking quite robust. Excuse me, but your bottom tower is under attack.
What's this thing?
No idea.
Let's
Your
find
bottom
out.
tower is under attack.
Fresh meat. Hit that road.
Ow! It reminds me.
What's this thing?
No idea.
Let's find out.
Your bottom tower is under attack. This happened a lot. Your bottom tower has fallen. What wicked slaughter!
Put the phone back.
Your middle tower has fallen. So that's the statistics too.
I still have a headache.
Yeah, you do.
Let's not dwell on the past. Get right back to it. Your middle tower is under attack.
Where that funny law?
Sitting's not as fun as hitting.
I kinda like it.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Who knows?
Excuse me, but your bottom tower is under attack. It would appear that your bottom tower has fallen.
I'm made of gold.
It's basic stuff. Out of my way.
Hey! Guess we better.
Yep.
Here we come.
Guess we better.
Yep.
You scepter.
Who's you?
attack.
You dropped your my double take.
Give it back. Let's go, Squawky. Is that a squirrel?
Come on.
What's this thing?
No idea.
What's this thing?
No idea.
Let's find out. Where we going?
We now have confirmation that Roshan is the latest victim of radiant hostility.
Whose legs are those?
Not yours. You go first. I can't feel our legs.
Yep.
Yep.
I feel bigger.
As big as me.
Okay.
I truly am confused.
They're gonna feel bad.
Excuse me, but your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack. Does this happen? Your middle tower is under attack.
I'm your god too.
Regrettably, your middle tower is under attack.
Fetch me ox.
Your middle tower is under attack. Just thought you'd want to know.
这么看着我是喷气吧，可能是啊。
In a stroke of cunning, or perhaps of desperation, Dyer's structure has been fortified so fortified. Your middle tower has fallen.
What's this thing?
Your middle barracks are under attack. I regret being bearer of such tidings, as I regret to inform you of the loss of your middle barracks. Your bottom tower has fallen. They seem rather prone to that, don't they? Unstoppably scary. Double kill. I hate to say it, but your bottom barracks are under attack. Your bottom barracks are no more, my friend. Your bottom barracks are under attack. I'm sure this can still be remedied. Your bottom barracks has fallen.
Yep.
Let's go, doggy.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Just thought you'd want to know.
It's not as fun as it.
I can't imagine.
Mysteries.
You go first.
I just had an idea.
So did I.
I hate to inform you that your top tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Unholy terror. Good idea.
Cause it was mine.
Your middle tower has fallen.
有不生气吧，哥哥？
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Let's hope that's the worst of it. Your ancient is under attack. Victory of the most radiant sort. Don't be discouraged. It only encourages them.
Raise your weapon, sing a song. War is here. We waited so long. Prepare, my brothers. Battle will come, and when we die, our legend lives on. See the mad moon falling. Side by side we stand strong till the end of days. Through the clash of our blades, we'll sing the warrior song.
It's your turn to ban. 5 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Oh, I wanted to say that.
You really should prepare for battle.
Guess we better.
Yep.
Your turn. This way.
Get away.
30 seconds to battle. Is this on?
Guess we better.
Let's go, piggy.
This is it. The battle begins.
Cause it was mine.
Oh dear, that must have hurt. First blood in flames.
Let's go north.
No,
No.
Watch out. Leapers. Forwards. Let's go, doggy. I know the way.
To what?
Is that a squirrel?
Come on.
Whose legs are those? Where'd that funny light come from? Yup.
Yep.
Double hit me.
Me too. Get going.
On it.
I can't feel
How many levels is that?
one.
You
Go
go first.
first.
You carry the bottle.
No, I will.
Why there?
Who knows? I too.
Oh, thank you.
For you. Good idea.
Because it was mine. I saw a thing.
You have been denied.
I'll take
Give it back.
Bottom juicy.
I'll take that.
Me too. something.
Who's stopping you?
Let's go.
Whose legs are those?
Not yours.
You carry the bottle.
I will.
Missing.
Middle. Where we going?
Who?
Let's go, Squawky.
I'll do legs this time.
If not, let me through.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Hey. Hit the road.
Ow! Here we go again.
Where?
Out of my way.
Hey.
Missing.
Middle. I will. Let's go this way.
I thought we were.
This only
What? Whose legs are those?
not yours.
Was that a rude
Haste. Let's go, doggy.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Hit the
And you. Let's go north.
no, so.
Radiant's structures are beautifully fortified.
Shiny.
The enemy's top tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Good. Just thought you'd want to know.
Let us fight.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Let's go, piggy.
Radiant's structures are fortified. There appears to be some sort of magic at work.
Is that true?
Come on. Who knows?
Your top tower is under attack.
Missing.
You'll be delighted to hear the enemy's bottom tower. Your top tower is under attack. No reflection on you, to understand.
You shouldn't have. Where we going? Let me through. My rage will bring you back.
under attack.
Killing spree.
Your top tower is under attack. No reflection on you. Oh dear, your top tower has fallen.
But I want it now.
Okay.
When can I hit something?
Who's stopping you?
What's this?
I was thinking. Because it was mine.
At last, the enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Guess we better.
What's this thing?
No idea.
Let's find out. What's this thing?
No idea.
Let's find out.
Me too. I just had an idea.
So did I.
Sitting's not as fun as hitting.
I kinda like it. You go first. Let's go for our legs. Me first.
I hate to inform you that your top tower is under attack.
To what?
I hate to inform you that your top tower is under attack.
I'll do it.
No.
Radiant's structures are not only fortified, they are positively glowing.
After you.
After you.
What's this thing?
No idea.
You're getting smarter.
Careful.
Okay. Let's go for our legs. Let's go, Doogie. Ensnared in fire.
Guess we better.
Hit the road.
No.
Your bottom tower is under attack. It would appear that your bottom tower has fallen.
Did you know that's how a bottle works?
I know everything.
Regeneration!
I feel bigger.
Not as big as me.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Shouldn't need to be.
What's this thing?
No idea.
Let's find out.
I believe that is a juvenile form of neutral creep.
Where we going? Yes! Good idea.
Regrettably, your middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
I saw a thing. Is that a squirrel?
Come on.
Boy there.
Who knows? Trigger.
Why are we waiting?
They're gonna feel bad.
I know the way.
To what?
Where that funny light come from? Yeah!
Let's go north.
No, south! Leapers!
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Whose legs are those?
Not yours!
Killing spree.
What is this?
That
I came
isn't
here
why
for a
I hate
battle.
you.
Ships full of magi!
Out of my way.
Hey!
Radiant's structures are fortified. In fact, they appear radiant with health.
I'm not ready. Good idea.
Unstoppably scary. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. One in a series, I dare say.
Come and fight me. Money changes hands.
It sure is.
I'll do legs this time.
If not, let me through.
Ow!
And so, Roshan passes into history, leaving nothing but fond memories, a taste of immortality, and a questionable cheese.
When can I hit something?
Who's stopping you?
Is that a squirrel?
Oh, come on!
Where are we going?
Oh!
Your bottom tower is under attack. Does this happen a lot? Radiant's structures are fortified. Excuse me, but your bottom tower is under attack. Note well, the enemy's top tower has fallen. Your bottom tower is under attack. Does this happen a lot?
You go first. Hey, you dropped your money!
And all your blood. I must have them. Let's go this way.
I thought we were! We got your number!
What comes after two? I saw a thing.
Huh?
Let's go, Squawky.
Isn't that?
They're gonna feel bad! One of us, anyway!
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. It's hard to see that as anything but advantageous.
Who's got to those?
Not yours.
Sitting's not as fun as it!
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Let's go north!
It's too good to be true. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
Guess we better.
Yep!
For you.
Excuse me, but your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen. They seem rather prone to that, don't they? Very nice. Dire's structures are Your middle tower is under attack. Your has fallen. Let's hope that's the worst of it. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen.
I just had an idea. Hungry, Mom?
Your bottom barracks are under attack. Your bottom barracks are low, my friend.
What do you know?
Not much. After you.
After you. Unknown.
At last.
Good idea.
Cause it was mine. Good idea.
Cause it was mine.
Let me through. Your turn.
Not good.
And we get Let's go, piggy.
Blessings upon a loyal
This one.
Get away.
How many levels is that?
One. Yep. You should have put that
I know, right?
you on.
Hit that road.
Ow! I feel bigger.
Not as big as me.
Let's go north.
No, south.
Dear, poor Roshan has fallen. Your bottom barracks are under attack. Your bottom barracks are
Ready for a comeback. The swift, the souls.
Nice to meet you.
That makes two. Your middle tower is under attack. Just thought you would. Your middle tower is Deeds thrice committed.
They're gonna feel bad. Good idea.
Cause it was mine. Leap first! Let's go, doggy! What's this thing?
No idea.
Let's find out! Yeah! You go first! What's this thing?
No idea.
Let's find out!
Yes, we better.
Yep.
It's hard to see that as anything but advantageous. Double kill. Yes, this one. Triple kill. At last, the enemy's power has fallen. Yes, this one.
You?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Let's go, Squawky.
Blessings upon a loyal
I saw a
warrior.
thing.
I'll do legs this time. Whose legs are those?
Not yours.
We're looking at you. Here we go. Not as bad as it.
I kind of like it.
Roshan has been ruthlessly exploited by the Dire.
He's moving
Not mine.
After you.
After you.
nothing quite as restful as a river.
Let's go, piggy! Let's go,
The enemy's top barracks has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are cunningly fortified. Regrettably, your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Your ancient is under attack. And I'm not feeling so well myself. Is a testament to my mentorship.
No, I won!